Hello everybody and welcome back to Sit Down Rolling. I'm your DM Matthew as always, and today I'm joined by John, by Jason, by Adam, by Joe and by Rebeca. We are down a Benjamin this evening. He is unwell. One day soon everyone will be back, although I don't think we have enough chairs, so I know we do have those chairs well. We're good for chairs. How's everyone's week been?
Been alright. Good.
I didn't get the job I wanted.
I'm not going to do that until after we were all scarred by what I said.
What?
2 years ago on Wednesday, my best mate died.
Woo! Are you okay?
Yeah!
Okay, we'll roll with that.
Yeah, we'll go with that for now.
Yeah.
This is his therapy.
I have alcohol.
This is my therapy. That's not therapy. In addition to my actual therapy. Which is fucking expensive. But yeah, we're back. Hello, we were here last week. Karo's fine, don't worry. He's got his legs back. And should we run the intro video? I need someone to say yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Let's run the intro video. And we're back. So, when we last left off, the party continued their fight against Rrack, Rrack's father. Nope, that's not right now. Oh my god, I said his name wrong. I'm fucking recap, I didn't write it down. Their battle against... What else, right?
I probably haven't written down.
No, it was right, it was Rrack. I apologise. Rrack's father. And after defeating him, with the help of Angren, they were able to locate and find an item known as Kuldor's Mantle, as well as a very fancy silver and gold warhammer, which Angren took, both items of, and became, for the time being, the de facto leader, or as Heris called it, king of Kuldor Keep, where his plan currently is to rebuild and establish the dwarves back here, with the orcs there, if they can be trusted. Smork took the orcs that remained with him and the other Paladin orcs to try and train them in the ways of Tyr, like Motus and the other clerics at the Temple of Tyr had. They are departing, will be returned once they have established their oath and can be trusted. Angren is currently looking for people to recruit other notable dwarven figures from the Keep's past, as well as some new ones, specifically a architect he's trying to recruit, whose name I have also forgotten, because Kotor Rockspeaker, there is an architect whose family was responsible, or him and his family were responsible for a lot of the designs to Kuldor Keep from its original founding to more present day before it was taken over by the orcs. The group were also given a estate, or another basically keep essentially, another stronghold within Kuldor Keep, one of the old stately dwarven manors, which they can customise and design probably when they get around to that. Angren will just basically have it cleared out for the group to repair and assemble and redesign however they seem fit when the time comes. But with that, the group rested and took Valon, a young, you don't know her name, took a young half orc, half elven girl, to Dresden, where they found out Cleric and Cathar weren't there, and where they told you they're going to be with us a long time before you left, in Ceridilia. You then teleported back to Ceridilia and you arrived at the manor, where you noticed most of your staff and people that live there weren't there. You found out that Hawthorne and Vanadium, where Finch and Zathara, not Zathara, she's actually someone else, had gone out into the city just for a day out. Bartle had gone somewhere for something. Kira, she's doing her thing, you know, is now probably spy things. And the only person on the left was Zizek, who was walking around keeping the place clean and tidy before he handed you each a letter. He gave Kara another one and Motus another one. You two can open that one first. That's your extra letter you got. As for the rest of you, I didn't write one letter each for you because I would have thrown myself off a building, so I've written one for all of you. I've just kind of combined it. So who would like to read this? Rebecca would. There you go.
As
So
per.
can read that. We'll just put some backgrounds as well because I can't find any good ones. So if I can use this one, that's not super fair, but it does sound nice. There we go. There is some silence. And while everyone is reading their letters, Zizek, this kind of Aarakocra, white, blue-feathered Aarakocra, will turn to you and go, greetings, good sir. I don't believe we've met.
No, I don't think we have either.
Zizek, pleasure to meet you.
Hello, I'm Celban.
Hi.
It's lovely to make your
That
acquaintance.
is a very cold metal arm.
Yes, this is armor. I made it myself.
Very good, very good. I'm assuming you're travelling with our companions?
Well, I've decided to. I think they've accepted me, but it's rather hard to get a read on them. to be
Very
honest.
well. Your turn to Erdan, because we're kind of reading as own separate letter. Should I have a bed made up somewhere? There's not much space for another individual.
Could you retrofit a stable, please?
We could perhaps have one assembled and built outside in the garden or in the courtyard.
I don't particularly like stairs, and beds tend to break.
Very well. I can. It'll take a few days and some money to assemble this, but I can maybe set you up in a corner in the living room here.
Okay. I'm going to
Oh.
hand him a little coin pouch
How much
with
in the coin pouch?
10 gold pieces in it.
It'll be a little more than.
Are you just helping
10.
yourself to our
No,
home?
it's my money. He said he's going to build something.
I
In
don't-
our house?
Outside.
He just kind of puts
In
it.
our house?
Does it need a bit more than that?
I will have to check the exact price, but I believe it to be around about 30 to 50 gold pieces for a stable. But we'll make a small one, so probably around 30.
Okay, put that as a down payment.
I will just leave it in my drawer.
Take 20 out the party fund and.
Nah, thank you. I will go and contact some construction people that we know, and yes, I shall return.
So, who owns this building? Is it you?
No, it is these people.
Ah,
This is our
I
property.
am just the housekeeper stroke butler.
is it a joint ownership?
Yeah. Yes.
How many people?
Too many.
Not enough.
Do you have a legal contract for this?
Yes.
Somewhere.
Technically, yeah.
6.
Ooh.
It is Karo, Erdan, Akrasiel, technically, so most of us know it. Igneous, Heris, Rrack.
Yes, 6.
Legally.
Technically, Rrack doesn't know because he's dead. Legally, Motus doesn't own it, so technically it's only legally owned by Erdan, Igneous, Karo, and Heris.
4.
Matt,
Yes.
Heris has excuses to do more shopping now. I hope you realise this.
Ben's not here to shop, and you guys got a thing to do. Unless you want to wait like a month. That's
What
about
does
a
the
month.
letter
That's
say,
a month.
Rebecca?
Right, let's read this.
I know.
Dear the members of SEDIV, I'll
That was individually addressed to each of you
Oh.
individually.
Dear, insert name here.
Dear, insert name here. On behalf of Her Majesty, Queen Alaris Valeris, you are humbly and honoured to be invited to attend the Cyrodilia celebration of victory. Your services during the time of the attack of Cyrodilia were greatly appreciated, and without your valiant efforts, the city, crown, and nation would not be the same. To honour this, we would like to invite you to attend the celebration, along with your peers and other special guests. You are invited to attend all 3 days of the event. The event will take place from the 1st to the 3rd of Late Light. During the 1st of Late Light, you are invited to attend an evening mixer with other guests. During the 2nd of Late Light, you are invited to take part
I'll put invented on like that one.
You are invited to take part and or observe the city parade where during a speech will be given by Her Majesty, Queen Alaris Valeris, and a Medal of Commendation will be awarded to you. In the evening, you will be invited to attend a formal dinner hosted in the Royal Dining Chamber of the Royal Palace. The morning of the 3rd, a breakfast will be provided and a private audience with Her Majesty, Queen Alaris Valeris, will be yours to attend. Your attendance would be greatly appreciated, and we would like to extend the invitation to your family and or A+1. Excuse me. That's not written in the letter.
the one right Igneous one had a hiccup of it and just a scribble on the page and he couldn't be asked. We sent it out.
Please contact us with the details of your +1s and remind them of the dress code before the event. The dress code is formal attire. It is recommended that several outfits for throughout the days. During the 3 days of the event, for ease and relaxation, all guests will be granted a private room within the palace for them to stay in and use as their own for the event. For additional information, please speak with Unaris Quarrel, event organizer. Please be prepared to receive updates from them over the following weeks regarding attire, timings, and event procedure. For ease and confidence, additional letters from Unaris Quarrel will be addressed to Sede Volbit as a whole. If you require any additional information, do not hesitate to arrange a meeting with Unaris Quarrel at the Cyrodilia Department of Public Relations. Sincerely, the Cyrodilia Department of Public Relations.
As we move through that, Karo's face has just been going, no.
How long is it till late light?
About a month.
It's about a month. It currently would be don't get the calendar open, but there's a reason I had to check that letter I wrote the other day. It is currently about the 1st to 2nd. You have to get an exact date, but you have to go off well or cold row. It's about a month away from late light. We've got about 33 days until late light begins,
Well,
which is the 11th month of the year.
quite conveniently, this basically gives Angren about a month to organise the fort. I don't imagine we'll be able to. I don't imagine we'll be able to squeeze in taking over. Well, actually,
Our companions are already over there preparing.
I was going to ask what's going on in the Night Owls.
So one thing they would have said to Karo is that they would have basically waited, because say if you're teleporting everyone, they would have waited in the fort just to keep an eye on what's the big act, like a little kind of recon, and then they'll start making their way over towards the Ironclad paddock. They can move quicker as a small group anyway. So even though they're crossing the entire country, they can get there in probably a few days, rotating most a few weeks or so.
If all of us are attending this, we'll need to have the garrison stationed at what's it called? Depends.
The Ironclad paddock?
That's the one.
Not to there, that'd be so.
At the Ironclad paddock for those 3 days. Do all of us need to attend?
I don't think I've been invited.
Reyfron and
I
Celban.
don't think so either.
They went there.
Which is good, because I look awful in a suit.
Are you sure you've just not found the right tailor?
Yes.
How the hell would you wear trousers?
Exactly.
Just be coat and tails.
Formal attire for you might just be a bow tie then.
Shoot a bomb on bow tie.
Well, this is a whole month away. I'm sure we can have plenty of world-ending adventures during that time.
well,
You catch on quickly.
we won't have to attack the fort until the end of this month, if we are going for this month. But the Ironclad paddock. It's not fort, it's a. Well.
Sorry, could you please fill me in? Is there somewhere else we need to raid?
Yes, there is.
Why?
Because it's a place where they keep slaves.
It's heavily fortified as well.
It's sort of the Centaur operation.
I remember now. Sorry, I forgot. I'm catching up on all of your business.
Right, should we find Clarina and Catherine then?
Yes.
I'll mosey on up to the palace, assuming that that's where they are. They're in the council chamber, I imagine.
Yeah, because
They were
apparently we haven't
staying-
actually done
Oh,
anything.
they were staying at the. You're right.
They're in a hotel?
We'd have just gone up to the council building and they're gone, they're not here.
Coming back in dressing now.
I'm assuming it's still not been done from what I said at the start. I'm going to talk to the half-orc, half-elf girl.
Oh, you have tried to have a conversation with her, she barely understands Orcish. She's just standing there. Zizek probably kind of takes her to one side a bit, and like it's weird. Zizek knows a weird amount of languages, and he can speak a little bit of Orcish. Not a lot, but from the few conversations you have with Rrack, we've got a little bit of Orcish in him. So you know, it's kind of while you're doing that and discussing, you kind of take her to one side and you've got some like water or something.
And the only reason I was able to even start a conversation with her was because I'm telepathic. We decided we would do better for the 7-foot Dragonborn to speak to the scared child than the nicely dressed, beautiful woman.
I love that took you a second.
The fact that I think she's a 10.
It's still not a place. She's nicely dressed, probably looks pretty innocent, and we're just.
It's just what's inside that's a tiny bit twisted.
It's that it's like the evil queen in like Snow White. It's that.
We love her anyway.
Beauty's in the eye of the beholder, and this beholder likes to fuck with people's minds on a daily basis.
Yeah. Perception is everything. Even if you take it over.
Can you imagine a beholder whose one of his eye stalks just turns whatever it looks at beautiful for like a minute?
That's probably what happened to Heris.
Just on that, I did see a bit of some like D&D companion thing where they had a pirate beholder and one of the eye stalks had a hook on it. Not seen that.
Was one of the arms of their eye stalks a parrot instead of an eyeball?
I did have a pirate hat on that. I remember that much.
Right, let's see if I can find where they said they were.
It was a hotel.
Yeah.
And then we got the name of it.
Southern Plains Estate.
Oh, again, we lost 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I'll go to Southern Plains Estate with anyone who's coming with me.
Yep.
The hotel
We
estate.
have a map.
Bloody system, Karo.
I'll also go.
I'm coming with.
Where's the map? Where is it?
Oh, that's so cool.
I know the city, or I had an idea when
You've been here like a tiny bit more than these guys. The city's massive. You know it's probably going to be in like either the quartz somewhere. So that's like where most estates are.
I'm just gonna ask Heris to cerebro them.
That's 7, but yeah. They are within this area, probably to your...
We'll just use it like
Yeah,
I
so
know.
that.
I'm trying to think which direction Heris will be facing. So to like your westish, northwestish. So like up in kind of like that general direction.
Somewhere in the quartz.
Yeah, near northgate. But yeah, we've been walking there.
Yeah.
And you notice that, you know, there's the occasional guard, city guard, wander around the place, keep an eye out. Kind of very nice, kind of beautiful stone, what we call like stone carved streets. Loads of large buildings, kind of stately manners, several gardens throughout, kind of these large trees. Still somehow like a bit green. You've noticed kind of wintry autumn time, and a few of the leaves have fallen off, but there are still some that have like this kind of green leaves to them. But after about 15 or so minutes of walking, you kind of get the general gist of where you're heading, and you see the distance is kind of almost like not like sectioned off on its own, but there seems to be like a gap around it. There's no houses, and you see this kind of quite large estate, white kind of stone brick, maybe 2 or 3 floors, kind of large windows, kind of these nice dark wooden frames, gated kind of outline with kind of like a stone underneath, but then kind of metal spikes, basically not spikes, but like fence on top. And then a large kind of rounded gate standing outside. Someone dropped something in the distance. Standing outside are like 2 guards in quite heavy looking armor, look to be real guards, not just normal city guards. You also notice another few of these buildings. And again, they kind of built in like this, like a square pattern. So there's one here, and then off to the left, right, and then one further behind. With like a kind of garden in the centre of a large tree. So not a tree, like a large pond. One of them to your left, to your left would be a kind of darker stone, almost kind of like a beigey, orangey sort of stone. with kind of not really many trees around it, more kind of shrubs and pathways. It looks to represent a lot of the Western Highlands, that kind of stony, craggy area where Karo is from. It probably made from a similar stone that they kind of mine there. To the right of where you are, you would see a wooden building, quite large, made of like a dark wood or some light woods, a very kind of distinguishable grain, kind of almost like a mast on top. Like there's kind of like one kind of tall, pointed bit of kind of wood sticking out like a sort of like golden and silver crow's nest on top. You're guessing that's probably the eastern barrack. And the very far back, you see this kind of darker wooden building. Almost kind of like bluish green grass in the kind of the courtyard in front of it, and kind of lots of like trees with kind of like low hanging fruit, and kind of like almost like the trees themselves are like everything kind of covered in this kind of faint dampness. I'm guessing that is the Northern Vale, kind of cooler, damper region.
So, assumably these are embassies.
Yeah, sort of. They're more kind of like location. So how Badenheim is split up, because it is that massive. It's like the big. It doesn't look on the map, but it's like the big stuff. Essentially, it's like the size of America, basically. If it was upright. It's kind of split up into 4 regions. You know, Western Highlands, the Southern Plains, the Eastern Vale, and the Northern Vale. Each have their own governor, kind of run it in a manner basically set.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the very, very centre of the city, where there was this large mountain, which was kind of hollowed out, is where Centaur is built around, which is the capital, which is where everything is kind of like centred from. So each of these estates represent the area, and the governor essentially of that region has their own place in the city when they're here for extended periods of time, like they are at the minute.
I don't know anything about the governor for the Western Highlands.
Not much. You guys have met him, well, very briefly, like once or twice. His name, I'll check his name really quick. His name is Nadar Carolan. He is a brass Dragonborn. You don't know too much about him. He's been in power for a while now. There was probably an election for him a couple months ago that you kind of missed. You were busy doing something. But yeah, he seems to be quite well favoured. He's a Dragonborn, and Mars Ward specifically. It's kind of like the homeland of the Dragonborns in this part of the world, at least. This is where the Dragonborns came from their original point of the world. So he's very popular with the Dragonborn community there, which takes up a lot of the city. A lot of dwarves, etc. there. So he's quite well known. He's quite a... You've met actually during the council meetings a few times. You've seen him there. He's quite a... What's one for? Not stoic. Kind of like... Oh my god, my brain is not working today.
If you describe him, we might be able to
Like
help.
strong-willed, very kind of set on his policies, stubborn kind of figure who is... He's not very charismatic, but he is smart and tactical, and doesn't rule with fear, but it's kind of like... Pragmatic. He seems like better, and he's known to be better than most of us. No one really competes with him in the Western Highlands, at least, because no one really acts at like political level. So he's not like very charismatic, but he is determined and stern and just like to the point. And you remember him being, once he picks a stance, he normally sticks with it, especially during the Raesokeran Canis talks a while ago. He was very much kind of like, not anti it, but also like, here's a good point that someone made, I agree with that point, I'm going to stick and ride with that point until, let's see, it's outcome. Yeah, you've seen him a few times. You saw him at the champion, Concept Champions. He was there. You would have seen him during the attack. He was there as well. Because the talks just finished, so he kind of talking. He was there, and you would have seen him a while ago when you first arrived in Sorcerer. During that first attack, when the cultists basically broke into the council chamber during the discussion about the war the first time. He was there for that as well. But yeah, that's him really. I don't think any of you would really know much about the other two. You know quite a bit about them, you've met her a bunch.
Coppercat we know a bit about.
You've met all the Coppercat again the same amount of times as you've met Akrasiel. He is obviously he's a halfling, So he's quite smart. He's very charismatic and also he's very money minded. He knows how trade and stuff like that works. He's always got an eye on finances and stuff, which is why he's basically be able to rise up to being the governor of the trade centre essentially of Paladin. But yeah, he's very much kind of
The last one is I reckon it's atrocious.
The last one's name I can't remember.
Jafar Atkins.
Jafar Atkins, yes, he's the one you guys have met once or twice at these talks. He's a bit younger than most of them, probably a bit older than Clarina, but still quite a young governor. He's very hay fever. He sways his beliefs a lot. He's very much, he'll sit in the political middle, whichever way the wind's blowing, he will go. Very similar to how
he's an enlightened centrist.
He's a Lib Dem essentially. Yeah, kind of. He doesn't have very many policies. He's kind of like, oh, people like this idea. Yes, that's the policy now. And yeah, pretty much.
He's a people pleaser.
Yeah, literally.
A populist. There you go.
Populist, that's the way. Yeah.
Tea point.
So where do your friends live?
South Plains.
Shall we go in?
Probably. I'll guess.
Probably talk to the guards first. I'll walk up to them and say,
Greetings.
good morning.
Yeah, it's not morning,
I was wondering if Catherine and Clarina were in.
Yes, one moment. He kind of pulls out a little clipboard. Yes, please go ahead.
Oh, thank you.
I'm just take your name off the list. Puts it back on the little table. The guy next to me stands there. Erdan's passive perception. He's jealous this guy gets the clipboard. He's like,
this be passive insight.
Passive insight. So he's like, I want the clipboard once. He stands there, arms crossed, holding the spear. I can take it. He's like,
I want to be official.
Always
We're
take
on
it.
the list.
And yet you can basically see it apart from they kind of know you anyway, but they have to officially check the list to make sure they're invited. Because you guys are known. But they kind of give a look at Celban, like, who the fuck's this? But they kind of
I wave at them.
he just kind of gives a wave back and then he takes your names off. But they don't stop him, and they kind of give a weird look towards the half-orcish, half-elven child who's just being mesmerised by the city.
Onwards.
They won't stop. You can walk with path if you so wish.
Is this another place where I need to stay quiet?
Probably.
Potentially.
I'll shut my face.
Just because say this kid haven't put Karo with a sorcerer before, and what's the Valora, because we don't know her name yet. Just make it easy and kind of half walk, half different. What's she dressed like? She
She's kind of wearing old tattered, most people dwarven clothing. And that kind of fits her because she's small, but just kind of tattered, raggedy old clothes, and her hair's kind of all tattered and raggedy.
If we'd gone past I don't think gone past any clothes shops on the way, I would have stopped and
you would have walked past a few shops if you want to buy an alpha from the quartz. A simple alpha is going to cost you 30 gold because you're in the fucking fancy heart of town. Like this is there's a few shops and they're all designer, your designer shops.
I'll pull it out. Karo's not himself, but we put out the party fund. It's Rrack's kid we're looking after this one. For now.
I mean, it's also Rrack's kid. A fancy clothes might make Rrack dead in the grave. The spirit might come back and stab you.
The clothes start to be torn apart.
I've got starting to get to winter, isn't it? In this case,
we'll
have to the heavy clothes stuff. I'll give it that just to wrap around it, make it a bit more presentable.
She's just kind of even though she's still a child, she's still quite tall, half orc, half elf. She's kind of wrapped up in it, and it's not kind of too heavy for her. She's kind of you think she's going to be more wobbly in it, but she's tiny on it.
Yeah, it's just to try and make it better. The people are odd walking around with someone in tattered clothes behind us.
Yeah, you may get some weird looking garments and fucking the occasional kind of couple walking down the street.
I have mending.
Me too. Onwards.
What are you doing? I don't want to go in.
Staying quiet.
Knock on the door.
Yeah, you walk to the door, and there's someone standing outside the door and just opens it for you and lets you inside.
I'll still knock.
Yes, the door's open. Thank you, please.
You got a snorking character and he kicked it out.
Stabs Catherine.
You broke our alarm again, by the way.
Good.
So they put another one down as soon as you walk away.
I'll just hold the spider on one knife and break him.
Step inside. This quite regal looking estate, kind of stone, wooden floors, this kind of spiralling wooden staircase ahead of you. There are a few kind of rooms off to the left and right. It looks to be like a main sort of dining chamber directly ahead with these kind of stairs going to go around to a balcony.
Well, I'm looking for whatever
that's
Heris
fine.
is rebroed them.
Yeah.
Harris is like, they're here. Harris can't like pinpoint exact, like, because they're just in this area. It's too close to be able to get discernible.
Can we see anyone at all?
You see people walking around, like just servants, like guards and stuff.
Well,
I'll just gently whisper.
yeah.
I can beat you in a fight, Cathro.
Yeah, you whisper.
I will ask someone who's wandering around where I might be able to find them.
Ah, yes, they are currently, you see like an elf-looking human man. They are currently having a private conversation. If you'd like to wait in the main parlour, they will. I'll listen to you here.
Thank you.
And have that conversation and they shared. It was like,
Go to a Candace character just in case. We know what she's like.
What do you think about more D8s?
But yeah, this kind of housekeeper will show you to like this kind of large, fancy-looking parlour or kind of resting room. Some nice kind of large couches, a few kind of small coffee tables, a nice fireplace that's currently lit. Blankets kind of thrown along the side for extra warmth. Paintings of like the western, the southern plains, hills, a few bits of trees. They came from a flat land, kind of like what looks to be small towns. You recognise one, like this kind of hilltop looking down at a small town. You recognise this woodpile, like way back when you first started your adventures together. That's kind of more like a painting on the wall.
R.I.P. Woodbine.
8-full cut.
Yeah, I mean you are the guy will let you just walk out and go and find Catherine and clearing it up. You guys are left here to do what you wish for a few moments, and I will hand over to you on what you guys want to do while you're waiting. Where the fuck is Catherine's character?
So, how do you know these folks?
Long story, but essentially,
We've saved them, they've saved us.
well, we were hired by them. I think because of our connections to the Marshall Woodpine or something.
Oh,
No, we got hired as for bodyguard duty on Clarina.
Yes.
How
first meeting?
Sorry, Karen.
Not totally.
How friendly are we?
Very. We like these people.
Thank goodness for
except
that.
for the time that we decided not to do something for them.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
There was
Oh,
a
yeah,
lot of
Catherine's
stuff
character
happening
is
about
too
that.
much.
Yeah. Been busy.
Catherine, if she thinks you're strong, Catherine may challenge you to a fight.
Ooh, is this a social custom?
For
With
her,
Catherine occasion.
What should I say?
just don't challenge her to a fight.
What are generally her rules? Is it fisticuffs?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know.
Whatever goes.
Yeah.
Yeah. She'll. If all she's got is her teeth, she will fight with them.
Okay. But would it make a good first impression if I were to fight her?
Make friends first.
Yeah.
Thank you for your advice.
I would like physically strong to Celban look.
It's hard to tell because he's inside a giant metal suit of armor. But when you saw of his like face when he took things off, like parts of his muscles looked deformed and shrunk away. So
Yeah,
maybe
make
not
friends
very strong.
Yeah, make friends first.
Yes, Catherine's character sheet.
That's concerning.
Yeah, them the deleted it 15 deep learned by mistake. We'll have to remake it.
I think I know what might have happened. I might have it.
Did you steal Catherine?
I might have.
How on earth would you
Yeah.
manage to steal
I think
Catherine?
I left her in the campaign.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, when he's claimed it. That's why I can't find it. You can still see all the fucking notes I've not finished on that shit.
Kidnapped Catherine.
But yeah.
Technically speaking, I've not looked. I'll
It should, yeah. Just
I'll
back
copy the link and I'll sort it out and put it back in.
Cool, thank you.
I don't know how to unclaim, but I'll just put it in.
Just it's fine. Don't muscle life. I don't need it for now. But I can always remake it if I need to. In terms of your screenshots, we have the exact fine details. But yeah, you guys sit. You just see another kind of servant, this kind of younger girl, probably early 20s, kind of short brown hair, bringing a small plate of tea, just kind of puts it down. She kind of wanders off.
What tea is it?
It's like a herbal tea, like a very kind of traditional, like herbally sort of tea.
Someone's going to
Do we
drink it.
recognise her? Or is she just... No.
All of
I'd say
it?
about 7 and a half.
Depends if anyone else does.
I wonder what they're talking about. Maybe the wedding. Oh, they're getting married.
I nod in between drinking my tea.
After a little bit of time goes by, unless there's anything else wants to say or do during this time.
I can't put it in.
Are there any books in the room?
There's a few small books, yeah.
I'd like to look at them.
They're just like general history books or something.
Oh, amazing.
Just bits of like knowledge.
I'm going to start reading them and occasionally copying down a note into one of my journals.
Yeah. You probably read a few of these once or twice before, but it's always good to have a little bit of a refresh.
Okay.
Just because he's still paranoid about things, Karo's going to do detect magic, see if we're being spied on.
Not really sure who's up, to be honest, in this room. Just yourselves, really. Probably at the very, very cusp of detect magic, there's like a very minor, like, abjuration source, probably some sort of, like, spell that someone's cast, or just a general protection or around the place, but nothing really
I'll
surprising.
keep going.
Anyone invisible watching this?
Yep.
Cool.
But after about 15 or so minutes, you just see kind of walking. You hear the footfalls first, and as the door kind of opens up again, and you see this small, very muscular, long brown braided head, tattooed clothes, still just probably not changed their shirt for a while, with these kind of like leather sheaves on his side, like kind of wrapping up around her wrists. These kind of thick, heavy silver and red chains. As this kind of dwarven figure steps in.
Hi.
Can you console on? I'm busy.
They suit you.
Yeah, no, it looks fucking great on me.
Yeah, they do.
I love to try the work, but something going wrong with my technicalness.
With your what?
Alright, ignore me. I can't find the character sheet. The exact stat block's got all sorts of like that. I think
I literally can't put it in.
we'll sort that out during the break, or I'll try and make up if we need to.
Yeah, I genuinely can't. I can tell you though, she is attuned to 3 different types of weapons.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
What's she got? The blades, the warhammer, and the...
The 2 axes.
Axe of Fury, good. Dwarven Thrower, Blades of Fury.
It's a theme, that.
Yeah, it's death.
Death and destruction.
She has other stuff, but
How can I hurt you more?
Yeah, she has like overused items, but she's not very tuned with them, is she? But you've just been given by you guys. She was like, yeah, I'm not going to use this, I'm going to hit things. But yeah, she kind of just stands there and goes, what do you want?
Karina said you were busy.
Yeah, it was.
Do you want a hand with it?
With what?
Whatever you're busy
Nah, I'm done. I fixed it. I threw it out the window.
with. Oh, nice.
I had to move a shelf. Like a wardrobe, not a shelf. I don't know. Someone else's job now.
Is no one else going to say anything?
I don't know what we're doing here.
Okay, so we have a child with us.
Yes.
The child needs people to look after them.
And you want to give him to that?
Yeah.
yeah. It's
What does that mean?
Also, it's a good chance to
That's
catch
not
up
Karo.
given what
It's
we missed.
It's
we
literally
missed
perfect.
something, yeah.
We also
We
remember
missed an election. Well, an election campaign.
No,
It's coming up
you
soon.
missed an event.
Well, we missed an event.
the election campaign isn't quite yet.
You know
It's
why?
not over.
You know why we're here.
No,
Yeah, you do.
that was like yesterday.
No, it wasn't. It was
Literally playing
today.
the guy.
What the fuck's that? Look, I just agree to things when people say stuff now. Because normally I get to kill something. Do I get to kill that? Am I killing that?
No.
I'm just okay.
Remember
I
Rrack?
was concerned that he wanted to kill a kid. I'm not. You're calm
Do you
yourself.
remember Rrack?
No. You're obviously a fucking competent big fucking old fella. I could hit shit. Got his axe still. Yes.
This is his daughter.
Since when?
Since apparently she was born.
What the fuck was that? When was that?
A while ago.
She kind of like takes a step back.
Yeah, she.
She barely speaks. She's been captive for most of her life.
That must suck.
Yeah.
Could do with a break.
Could do with
How
something.
the fuck you brought her here then?
They didn't break African.
Considering the situation that we find ourselves in and her background, we thought that you and your girlfriend / fiance would be the perfect people to look after her.
Sure, I can ask.
Let's be honest. With her father, she'd probably be happy that someone like you is looking after her, and she also needs someone as a genuine hand.
Well, I have both them things.
Yes.
Does she actually believe that? Does she actually believe that?
With your passive insight of 12, yeah, she believes that.
My passive insight of 22.
Yeah, she believes that.
Truthful, yeah, she believes it.
I'm just like, never seen a more truthful thing in my life.
Ego.
The sensor goes off, is that true?
Yeah, it's an ego thing.
Yeah, she thinks she's great. I mean, sure, I mean, like, that's what Clarina says, first of all, you know, she's like decisions, organisation and
Yeah.
stuff. Like,
Yeah.
hold him a little. Throw a wardrobe out a window. Just make sure you open it first.
The wardrobe or the window?
Both.
What I'm saying is,
Let me guess, you learned it the hard way.
No. But first time we did.
she would be. She needs help, and we're not in a position considering that we go around killing things.
Like, actively.
She points to herself. I kill shit all the time.
Yeah,
I
but
kill that wardrobe.
I understand that you are at least in a safer place than what we can provide.
Am I?
Yeah.
Yes.
Have you seen Clarina when she's angry?
Have you seen us?
Yes, you're terrifying.
When was the last time?
You're seeing your faces.
When was the last time you killed a demon lord?
I don't know, when the last time did you kill a demon lord? Probably
About
Yesterday.
24 hours ago.
Oh, good for
Yeah,
you.
put that bitch in house.
I'm not done. When was the last time you fucking tamed a giant fucking white-knee
Same
bear
time
thing?
you did.
No, you tried to.
No.
We helped.
Okay, who else
Either way.
cast a giant fucking sword and made it small?
Either way.
Pussies. Sorry, it's a bad word. Stop crying.
Is she even crying?
Yes.
Aw. Has she still got the plushie with her?
Yeah, she's still got the Karo blusher.
It's cute. You're
So?
good with children.
So, can you go and speak to Clarina for
I mean, she's like busy talking to it. Oh, hang on. And you can't see now walking down kind of towards where you are. Is quite tall, palish skinned human woman. Kind of long blonde hair, tied into like a plait, very similar to Catherine's, but kind of like a lot more. Yeah, kind of not like the front. And she's got like the front, like the French breed. I don't know how it works. Google that last
I
time.
don't think to myself. Now seeing them next to each other, they are complete opposites.
I see Clarina stands down like this. She'd be in like a purplish kind of dress. Similar design to Heris's one, but kind of nicer. Nicer and clean still. She walks down and goes, "Oh, greetings, it's good to see you all again. How have you all been?"
Hello.
Hello.
Busy.
I'll be alright.
Yes.
Good. Oh, good to meet you. Hello, Clarina Andrea, you are...
Hello, I am Celban.
Celban.
It's lovely to meet you.
Catherine goes, hang on, how the fuck did I miss that? What the fuck are you?
I'm very good at staying quiet and not being
you're fucking
observed.
really quiet. Like, you don't say anything. I'm like some people.
I can talk a lot if I want to, but the more I talk, the more annoyed people tend to get. So today, I'm shutting up.
I zoned out when you got to I.
Good job!
I. What?
He's a new friend.
What happened to... Was this clicking out a horse?
Yeah.
I am not a horse.
It's like one of...
Here we go again. Are you about to kick the...
Shut the fuck. She's like, alright, cool.
I am not a horse.
Yeah, you tell yourself that, buddy.
I will, and I'll tell you too.
Oh no.
Here we go again.
I'm so confused. Fucking...
Cathra, Centaur,
Yeah, horse.
and person.
Horseman. Hi.
Centaur.
Horseman.
Right.
Cathra,
Right.
the last person who called him a horse literally got kicked in the head and
Who
died.
the fuck was that?
I Another dwarf.
Pussy.
Yeah, he is kinda. He doesn't.
I'm not here to cause tension. Please carry on.
For some reason,
Okay.
he just like punches the air and then people go rah, and then he hits them.
I can do that too.
You actually make connections.
Yeah, it's so much better. I can get the blood on your face.
No, he
Clarina goes. Back on track. Catherine, shut up.
I'm sorry,
It's a pleasure to meet you,
John
Mr. Centaur.
slowly.
I apologise for Catherine's bluntness.
No worries. I'm used to people being blunt and rude. I don't mind at all.
Oh,
I want to roll an insight to see if you're being actually sarcastic. 17?
I'm being very sarcastic, but I can only talk shit.
As Clarina won't look too well and go. So yes, what do I owe the pleasure?
We found ourselves in a pretty difficult situation
Uh-huh.
where, after having some resolution with a friend of ours, after his untimely death, and unwillingness to be revived due to his beliefs, which is completely fine on his part.
Oh, Rrack, yes, you mentioned it.
Yes. We found that he indeed has a daughter.
Right.
See, I think, as you know, we go into very dangerous situations.
I am aware you've taken my partner to certain locations to fight a lightning group without me knowing.
I did not know that you knew or didn't know.
Right, I've definitely told you. When? Oh, when you're asleep or something. Like, your brain takes in things when you're sleeping. Yes, it does. Peace and quiet.
I know this is going to be asking quite a lot of you, both of you, but we need a safe place where she is going to be looked after, and we thought no better place than with you two.
I was like, I mean, it sounds like a fucking great idea. We're like the best. You see, Quinn goes, oh, I see.
No, I understand that it is a very difficult situation that we are putting you in, because obviously saying no would look bad, and we're not doing it because we are trying to force an issue on you. We genuinely think that you would be the best people to look after her.
Yes, yes. We'll have to take into some consideration, of course, with lots going on. It's a moving part with all of this. And Catherine goes, well, difficult, it's there. Like, and then it can be here. And then he goes, well, we'll need to discuss these matters further, Catherine. We need to definitely make sure we're on the same page about certain things. What? We'll get to that.
Can I insight to see if I can kind of tell if we are part of the problem?
Go for it.
I don't think that's very hard.
I can read the horse better than I can read the friend.
My charisma is 7.
10.
You don't think it's you? That's the issue. There's a 10 it's hard to tell, but you don't think you're the issue. There's just a lot to.
Can I insight to see if it's that she wants children of her own, not someone else's?
Go for it.
Do you wonder where I got the 7 from on that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an 11. Oh, that's with me insight's up to 17 now because of the book.
Yeah. So, what you get total?
11.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. Same thing as Igneous. You don't really know what the vibe is.
Something.
I was going to say, this is not something that we just want to thrust on you or anybody, and it's not, unless it is actually wanted a permanent solution. It's just somebody that needs help at this point in time.
Well, there's a lot going on right now, and I don't think
Is there anything that we can do that's in our skill set that can ease your burdens?
Not currently, not at this late date. Yes, there's just a lot of a lot of moving parts, a lot of things happening over the next couple of days, weeks.
Are you talking about politics?
Maybe, yes.
It's very complicated.
Yes, it is quite complicated indeed.
We went to Drissam. I
Mhm.
found this in the newspaper.
Yes. The name of that,
Something report.
the Nillen report.
Nillen.
I couldn't find it in my notes last week.
He's mentioning the Nillen report.
N-I-double-L. N-I-N-double-L.
Ninland.
Ninland, sorry.
Well, I wrote that down wrong.
What is that? I wasn't here.
Yeah, no. You just saw it legitimately like a flyer on it, interesting. You don't know what it is.
I saw the newspaper.
Looking at the flyer, what does it say? Or what?
It didn't. It was just said the Nillen report. Can she be trusted?
Ah,
There was no
right.
details on it. You make a history check. Being from Bamhan. Spillowy.
21.
Dang, Karo.
The name's familiar. You've heard it a few times before. You think that they were some form of political figure, a source of information, someone who would, like a lobbyist, just someone who was just an all-round political individual. That
Who's this?
would. This Ninlan.
Ninland.
They were quite like notorious for being like a good source of political information, a good campaigner. If you get them on your side, they'd have like connections and just happen to have information that they could share. And it came out a year or so, maybe 18 months ago, that this information they had, they didn't just keep to themselves. They would sell it on to other campaigns, to other nations, to like the criminal underworlds. And information they didn't have, they would often forge and just try or steal or just basically profit from sensitive political information that they were creating themselves to manipulate certain policies and certain campaigns across the whole of Vanheim. And then, it turned out that in this report that was leaked that there were so many known, political campaigns, policies, laws that were passed that they were involved in that were either sold off to foreign powers, to other political factions, or were just forged and completely made up, and it kind of delegitimized a lot of important decisions.
What was your involvement in this? Why is this in the paper?
It's a complicated one. Ninlin is a political activist, a political figure. They have been for decades, provides political advice. You don't know anything about that, but you've never seen it yourself. But for decades, he was the one to turn to for advice during a campaign, other information on sitting members of government, just general information. He's an elven man who's been around for many hundreds of years. He happens to have a wealth of information and contacts and strategies, etc. And a very deep source of information that, for not the right price, but for a political deal, a bit of payment he wanted to hire his services, he would provide this information for. And in return, he always was there. He always heard everything, he knew everything, and that's how he gathered his information. Now, for decades, people just trusted this was a confidential matter. He would gather information from one party, from one campaign, and not use it for others. However, shockingly, as politics is, he sold this information off to not just other campaigns, which is not uncommon, it happens, but to foreign powers, the Empire, Zakim, Janholt. He would forge information, create facts, create stories, create transcripts, make paper trails that decredit someone, and make them all up and forge them into lies and
So just
schemes.
for clarification, Max, the headline there is saying Ninland report, can he be trusted?
And she be trusted.
Can she be trusted?
He was doing this for decades, centuries maybe. And of course, this all came out, it was leaked about a year and a half ago. so many of these policies he had helped set up were created off false pretenses, stolen information, confidential government should not have been shared out of certain rooms. And a lot of this sensitive information was also sold off to the criminal underworlds. It's how a lot of criminals, specifically syndicates in the city, were able to avoid detection by investigators for years. How they're able to always hide their evidence, whether they purchase political information from him. It's a web of political discontent, trickery and lies that started off as something that could have been overlooked, but over years built and built and built to almost a massive political scandal. The issue is that I did tend to nil him several times before this information was leaked. However, I did tend to him once. I was trying to pass a policy in the Southern Plains to help with trade routes, to try and construct more roads from towns to villages to cities, to not just increase trade but also educational purposes, systems for easier travel, protected travel. We knew about these orcs for years. We tried to create ways to be more safer travel for everyone from the Southern Plains and even other parts of Paladin. But there were several mayors of towns and local leaders that were opposed to the idea. They would have to fund the construction themselves, and it was very difficult to sway all of them. But like most in politics, you can sway someone easily if you offer them something in return. People are willing to bend for anything in politics. And well, I asked, I consulted with Nimlan, and he gathered the information for me. He told me what I need to go to certain mayors, certain town leaders, what I need to offer them in sit-down for meetings to be able to create an agreement everyone could agree with. We did. The information that was gathered wasn't anything secretive, anything untoward. It was just common knowledge from the past, old reports that had been lost to time. Even just his well-known connections, people he knew who knew someone else who knew that one person would like an increase in crops to this town, and the best way to do that was these trade routes, and you could build a direct one there. Again, I won't bore you with the details. It was several months of talks and no talking, and then funding and designs and redesigns, a lot of it. But none of it, none of the information for this, or any information I ever gathered of him, was used for anything illegal. It was never really sold on. I never bought any information or anything that I knew was stolen. There were a few things that were forged, but that is out of our control, specifically. Most people who gathered information couldn't stop them from forging things, so that is overlooked. But I think was used for blackmail, which is what a lot of information was used for, to blackmail others to do things. None of that I had that he used was for any of that reason. The problem comes from the fact that I sought to services out to do this after the report was leaked.
You what?
I asked him to gather this information to assist me in this after it was revealed that he'd been forging, selling, etc. this information. And the scandal is, did I know? Can this policy be trusted? And then once one starts, the political mill of lies and rumours start to spiral and spin and weave a story of was every policy I ever created trustworthy? Did I know? What did I know of? And it is being swayed that I employed his services several times to manipulate policies that I knowingly turned to someone untrustworthy, because I did turn to them after this report was leaked.
Is all that true?
Yes, all of it, yeah, all that is true. Not a single lie.
So she didn't, as this method, so she didn't know.
She knew after it was leaked, everything, but from what she's saying, as far as she knows, she never bought illegal information knowingly. She never sold off information to him, which he could then gather. None of her information was ever leaked publicly to certain things. Everything she said there, as far as she knows, is true. She didn't lie about something like that. But you know it's a common thing to gather, according to
So does that mean that this man was not arrested?
he vanished. He was within the Southern Plains a few months ago. I did send asking for assistance. He was hiding somewhere. After this, there was a more of a search for him, and he fled somewhere. And I found out he fled to the Southern Plains to Denzin. I was going to ask, getting official people involved was difficult. There was an investigation. They were searching in their own places. So I asked if I sent a letter to see if we could come and assist. Locate him, track him down while he was in Denzin still. That was months ago and he has now vanished. I was hoping that if you could find him, that he was despite what he did, he was still an honest individual. If he was ever called out, I think he would admit to his mistake, which is why everyone trusted him. If he ever made a mistake and he was called out for it, he would apologise and change what he did, and you can be as manipulative you want, but if you're manipulating the right way, people will trust that if you're owning up to it.
The issue with the truth is, it's in the eye of the beholder.
Exactly.
Would it still be useful to you to have him found?
Not for me, not now anyway. My hope was you could find him, track him down, and I could speak with him, and I could raise him with him, and hopefully he could just ensure that he could provide the evidence that what I asked him to do was not. He didn't forge, he didn't manipulate, he didn't do anything of his known.
Would that
actions.
evidence not still be useful?
He's the only one that had it. And
at this point, people would.
as far as anyone's aware, he fled to the Empire.
What are the conditions for Cerebro?
Yeah, I was thinking that.
No one knows it anyway.
You just need to know the name.
You just need to be aware of them.
What if we found... Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, that's it. You just need to be aware of them.
What if we found him, for example, by tomorrow?
If you found him by tomorrow, it wouldn't make much difference. The election's within a few weeks. Trying to completely rechange your story at this point is difficult. And again, once the political mill starts turning, everyone starts to build stories that aren't actually there.
So the issue is that people think that you, because you use the services of this man, that all your policies were...
Not all of them, but how Lord Vifferstein and his campaign were able to use it was that, well, if I've done it knowing that he is untrustworthy, did I do it knowing in the past? Have I not been forthcoming with information? I used the services that I knew he was employing nefarious reasons, that he couldn't be trusted. So they're saying, did I do it in the past as well? Did I knowingly know that he was not to be trusted? Did I help him with all of this? And of course, when one rumour starts, they build and build and build. Politics for you.
I'm just not. Like, I had an idea and I'm just putting that another cycle thing.
Let's hear it. Sharing is caring.
Have you ever heard of the term fake news?
That is what this is. Quite famously. A very common thing in politics.
Do we know anything about the other guy? The Lord...
Well, Vifferstein. Yes, you've met him once before.
Yeah, he was with us.
Yes.
Yeah.
When I first met you, he was one of the lords that was with me.
That was Adam asking.
Oh, I mean...
Karo would remember Adam, it's been like 3 years.
Make a history check for Karo, see if you know anything. I don't think you would know much apart from what you know already, but...
I can't find it in my notes. What were we doing when we got given this letter?
Oh god, I can't remember. It was...
Yeah, around the time the moon blew up.
Yeah, I think you'd just come back.
You'd just come back from...
Bay.
Yeah.
No, you just got back from the tribe. And then...
The attack came, I think.
Something
no,
distracted
it was
us.
before that. You did something else. You
Yes.
Was it...
I think it was...
Was it maybe when we had to go save the princess?
I think it was around
Yeah.
that. I think it was when you got back from Heris, the letter was there.
Yeah.
I think it was around that time.
Something distracted us.
Yeah, you went through something else instead.
Yeah, like it was a case of
You don't have that because I sent it to you on... It was back when we were still online.
Alright.
I'll tell you it'll be in handouts somewhere. Because it was a letter from Catherine, not from Clarina.
that is certainly a difficult situation.
Yes, it's on those that we'll have to hope that he hasn't been able to twist anything else. And the election is going to be difficult. There's no guaranteed win.
14 on history.
You don't remember much. You've met him once or twice. He did seem a bit precarious. He was very kind of like high and mighty.
He's an
Very wealthy as well. Very much kind of like a lot like your father. in the sense of like he's a merchant as well, so it's like I'm rich, I'm better than these people. I'm just going to pay to win essentially. My discord's loading slowly.
Has he not used this Ninland services himself?
He wasn't in politics until recently.
Oh.
He's a rich merchant. He's going to have some going to have something in his skeletons in his closet.
Hmm.
And just pull that out.
Are you suggesting we dig up dirt on someone?
Yes.
Yes.
That sounds like fun. I love uncovering the truth.
What, apart from this incident, what are Lord Vivistine's other arguments?
Well, there's less arguments and more policies he has. He's been able to use this
That's what I mean.
to sway a lot of other individuals. Allow me to find my notes, Johnson. Thank you very much.
That's not my name.
I apologise.
No.
No.
I've
He-
been I apologise.
He is. Yes, I have bows. My Discord's finally open. It does my notes.
Yeah,
Okay.
Darwin's mentioned. Fix it.
Already
6
used it.
days.
It's got times weeks before the thing happens.
About a week and a bit. It's just before the
I think he needed divine intervention.
Isn't that in the book?
Unfortunately, your domain is
Yeah,
not the
about
domain of
like
Odin.
2 weeks.
Yeah, unfortunately not.
Divine intervention. Mudslide that killed all of his followers.
He took a tactic of not setting policies or not defending policies, more of reaching out and trying to make himself appealing to certain groups. For example, merchants. His family, they were merchants for many, many years, and their fortune is in trade. He spoke to a lot of the merchants and a lot of the wealthy about coming up with ways of connecting and increasing trade across the plains. In terms for the wealthy, he's been increasing funding for them. Nubman's elite are his allies, and he wants to increase things for them. Host galas, parties, etc. Things he's done in the past to get their support. He's also, in promising all these funds that he's providing himself for the upper classes, he's not really affecting the lower income members of the cities.
Just as a how's the voting actually work in this?
It is literally, it's like a local election, like you go and tick the box if you
Oh, so everyone gets a
Well,
vote?
Clarina will say, in order to vote, you must be. One moment, please, while I find my notes. I wrote it down somewhere. Hang on. So, not to be eligible for a vote, you must have been a citizen of the Southern Plains for at least 6 years and have no prior, or of voting age and have no prior connection or political affiliation to other nations or groups. So you can't be a member of the Empire and still vote in all elections. You have to be a citizen of Van Heim and specifically the Southern Plains, of voting age, and not to have a fixed permanent location within the Southern Plains within the last 6 years.
And everyone's vote is weighed equally, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's one vote from one person. But yes, like I was saying, he plans on increasing funding for the rich and wealthy. Where he's getting this money from, we're not sure. I've looked at the budget myself. He must be funding it himself, apparently. He is a very, very wealthy man. One of the most wealthy within, I'd say, the country, if I'm being honest. Again, his family were traders. They dominated most of the traders were Plains. One of the wealthy trade families outside of the Eastern Bearing.
Would you say that his wealth underpins the backbone of his political argument?
His wealth is allowing him to come up with political arguments. He was able to pay for the best defendant.
We haven't got to do the bank raid.
We haven't raided a bank yet.
No. We're not raiding.
That's
He
what
also
Celban's
has
thinking,
funds.
but I don't know you guys too well yet, so I'm not
also
saying
has
it.
assets as well, which is monetary value. He owns theatres, estates, etc., which he's using for his political campaigns, as well as opening up for services. His money is endless, and he has enough money to throw at the solution for now and the next several years until the next election. And not really about neither. If he personally wants it, he can use personal funds. But the big one is that despite his policies, and why we know he has plenty of money, is that his policies on record aren't affecting the lower income members of society. He isn't increasing tax too much on them. He isn't going to take money away from them, fund other areas. Not too much at least. He definitely is swaying more to the wealthy and the merchants.
Are you?
I like to go for an even spread. My goal currently is to fund lower income parts of the cities, mainly Denton. Specifically, I'd like to fund that, get that back up to a more thriving city. I'm leaning to not necessarily increase tax, but on anyone, but increase spending. So instead of spending it in one area, spend it somewhere else. On healthcare, getting more clerics and normal medicines in that are available. Educational areas, and also just security for lower areas like Denton. Yeah,
Clarina's a socialist.
Hmm?
Clarina's a socialist.
She is.
You said that his family dominates the trading.
His family is one of the most wealthy traders. They were.
Well, hold on, back up a bit further. You said your road and infrastructure plans were to increase trade.
Yes, she was not a part of this discussion. He didn't get involved.
He wasn't part of.
He didn't have any say or do anything. He wasn't a notable figure. He was just a merchant. The trade was mainly between towns and villages, the smaller local.
Right,
So
right,
trading
okay.
with food, supplies, livestock to one village, grain to another.
Right.
Also, people. You have farmers in one area that are farming cattle, send them over to other areas. to
Whereas
farm.
his merchant family is more.
Again, bases off livestock and crop, but also luxuries, art, exotic imports, clothing, gems, etc. Just generic trade.
Could you perhaps? So you say that a lot of his support is coming from not just the upper classes of society, but also the other merchants.
Mm-hmm.
Given how dominant his family is and over the trade networks in the Southern Plains, could you maybe undercut his support?
It is difficult. See, I do have quite a lot of merchant support. Again, like you said before, with those trade networks connecting, it is opening opportunities for merchants to set up shops in towns they could trade. But again, these other roads would also, I also want to connect roads between regions. Like I said, so connecting gold trade from Marsward to Drendan, to Grissom, to be able to trade lumber up there, to be able to trade lumber to
I mean, that in itself.
decent bearing while they trade those fish.
If your road project just within the Southern Plains has been such a success, then that's an easy argument to say we could increase it, we could expand it so that you can trade with the other regions of Vanheim.
Exactly. That's like
That would certainly win over a lot of merchants.
Why do I feel like
Who's that? But again, the problem is the wealthy aren't fans of that. They would have to spend to have this happen,
And
and
of course the wealthy aren't going to be.
they're never happy.
But
this guy going into politics and having control over increasing the benefits to merchants whilst being a merchant himself?
Yeah.
That feels like maybe a reason why he's so happy to throw money at it.
Exactly.
Because it will profit him so much.
And even if he sets up policies and lasts one term, so what, he's still getting the benefits for chief trickle down benefits for years until someone revokes that policy, but no one ever revokes policies like that. Too much hassle, he never gets it.
I feel you're not going to be able to win over many of the upper elites.
I have a few wealthy allies, backers of my campaign, have similar beliefs that I do. And again, the merchants are here and there. I'd say it's probably 50-50, maybe a bit more in his favour for merchants. Again, the wealthy mostly have his support. But I do have a lot of support of the lower income, as I'm trying to offer redevelopment for lower parts, lower towns, villages, even to the areas of Denton and Drisson, increase security to lower crime, more available healthcare for them, herbalists, potions, remedies.
I mean, there's probably more low folk than there are of the elites, so.
There are, yes, but of course the wealthy have their contact and have their people they can convince, and they throw money to sway the lower class.
That doesn't feel legal.
It's not, but if you are a big backer of Leviathan, you have your wealthy, you have connections, you have stats. You can be like, oh yes, here's a bonus from Leviathan. You can then fund some campaigns for him that people will see and believe, and outfund my campaigns. It's not illegal; it's just a tactic.
Feels like buying votes.
It is buying votes. 90% of politics is buying votes. You convince 30-40% of people to vote, you buy the others. People don't really take that much mind in politics, so they just see a flashy sign and they go, I like that person, so I'll vote for them. They won't look deep into the policies.
There's a question, how can we stop him swaying the lower folk by just him pumping money into the equation?
Point out that he's putting all his money towards the rich.
I think the person who probably knows the most about this is her.
I mean,
yes, I do.
Yeah.
I assume you have a strategy in mind.
We have, my campaign might have strategies, but it's trying to get those votes at the time being. And with this being released recently, a lot of swing voters are swinging in the opposite direction.
The only thing I've got as a question for you, is there anything that you could actually, I guess, do that would help a lot of people even at the cost of hurting yourself?
I mean, politically to win this election, not much.
I'm not even saying that. I think you need to prepare for both outcomes.
I have my strategies prepared. I know what I will do with. I have plans if I do not win. I'll lose my seat on the council.
Either way, it looks like he's probably going, if he gets in, he's probably not going to support anything that we do. There's an issue of, it personally affects what we do, and if you deem that as good, I think it's a bit iffy, but there is some help to be made. It's an unfortunate set of circumstances that we did not take your letter in more kind.
Yes, well, it would have been useful to help back then. It would have prevented a lot of this, but things happen in politics that you can't always control.
Do you think we should start asking people to send multiple letters? Just like, don't forget to poke us if something's becoming urgent.
Final warning.
Like, the services have said over, but not available right now. Please try again later.
It is an unfortunate set of circumstances.
I'm just gonna get me tail just to flick Heris to get the mind link settled.
Yep, I don't mind it.
And say, if you can, just try and get a sense of where this Newland might be.
So it'll be DC of I can't deliver now, so it'll be that's an actual one, Harris.
Oh,
mean, I
I
can-
can't help that.
Sorcery points.
That's an 11, that should be enough. Harris got plus
1,000,000.
I to charisma.
intelligence.
Plus 3.
I have 14.
How have you memorised that stats?
Because it pissed me off that he put
So again, Harris tried to
in intelligence and wisdom.
Guidance. I can do it before.
Wait, did you not get
one
enough?
a day.
So
They have to do it before they roll.
did they not get enough to succeed?
No.
Oh, can I? Oh,
Plus
hang on.
5.
You don't
Can I
know.
do
You
the
can
plus
go
5?
plus 5 because it's after 5.
So I wasn't sure because I didn't see the dice roll or anything. But this is something that I would do now.
Yeah, you can do it.
Yeah.
Harris was kind of meant after a few bits of a few attempts gets a ping, and they how to say they are probably trying to get they would be east, southeast, probably towards the Empire, probably towards Emporia.
As someone who knows so much about I don't know that's happened. Sorry, ignore me.
Wait, aren't we all in the manor?
No, we should Karo and Harris in there.
Not yet. Give me another 6 months.
But he's not here.
You would know Erdan would not get involved.
Yeah.
It's a great author. He's a member of the council. It's basically being like the queen and being like, yes, you're going to win. He wouldn't risk it for the same reason she wouldn't.
Is there anyone that could endorse you that would help your chances?
I mean, endorsement from you people would be beneficial, especially with what's coming up in the next month or so, but I have most of my allies. We're in the final stretch of the election and the campaign process, unless there's a big news story about him to come out. There's not much.
Nudge,
We'll have to
nudge,
see
wink,
how
wink.
things go.
I would personally love to dig up some dirt on a potential political rival.
Yeah, in his ear. You're as bad as him. It's not about that.
I just like finding the truth.
There you go.
And taking things.
Noted.
Only if people aren't using them.
Right.
Define not using them.
I saw that dice roll. I'm really curious. Did you ask me that in character?
Yes.
Let's say it's been sat on a desk for at least 6 months. Hasn't been touched.
How would you know if something's been touched or not?
I'd keep an eye.
Yeah, you're not allowed in my room.
That's perfectly fine.
I mean,
I wouldn't take anything from my friends.
We're friends? That didn't take long.
Well, I'm trying to be friendly. Allies?
Allies.
I mean, it was an endorsement.
Yeah, we could definitely endorse you as long as you're okay with that. You know how chaotic we are.
I mean, I would be, especially at the current time that ceremony, the celebration of victory is coming up, so your faces will be dotted around the country for a few weeks.
Does the party happen before or after your election?
After. The election is in about a week and a half. The party is at the end of the month.
How do we go about endorsing you if everyone's cool with that?
You just say you can endorse me officially and get it described, and unless you want to leave a specific message.
Skywrite.
No, as in you say something and I can go on posters.
Yeah.
Or just we endorse Korean for governor. Governess.
That's a good start.
There's no politician we trust more.
No, it's a dangerous game.
Do you have a particular slogan or something you would like us to promote?
Nothing really.
Pin badges, anything that we can wear as physical endorsement.
We can get you a yes.
Sashes.
We have a small symbol.
Commemorative hats.
And just getting like some little pin badges like a pub or
Well, I
something.
want to make a history check. In our brief time of meeting, whatever his face, I forgot his name already. Wittgenstein, during our time guarding them at the theatre, I want to do a history check if I can remember anything about what he was like, sort of his...
You remember what I said before, and that's kind of like the vibe.
Celban can't do much here. Like, I
do you think I remember?
That was like 2 minutes ago. We're talking to Karo.
Yeah.
Well, the exact same question.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm saying about that.
I'm gonna take the pin badge and I'm gonna stick it into the pocket where I keep my coin of Avandra, and I'll say, I hope Avandra blesses your political campaign.
Thank you. Yeah, you still have the very simple kind of like yellow badges with kind of like a pink sort of like just design and center flowers.
Yeah. Anyone got any ideas for what they want the message or endorsement to be? And then I imagine that's it.
It's probably better if we leave that to you.
Why?
You are the most charismatic out of all of us.
You're the most
No.
liked.
And that too.
What?
You're the most liked.
Depends who you're talking to.
I literally tell people to fuck off on a daily basis.
You are basically the face of the group.
I'm really not. We said it officially. Like
endorse.
everyone here is the face of City Hall, but we don't have a face.
Right.
I would like to recommend that my face isn't the face.
You've got a lovely face.
No, I don't.
Sure. You're entitled to your opinion. I've seen worse.
So you know our issue, we know your issue. How's it better for this situation in both parts of the scene?
It's that. I don't want to sound rude.
Don't. Like it's fine.
I don't really want children.
Oh.
What? What do you mean? We'll have this conversation later.
Oh no.
Why not like now? Because there's people here.
It's a private conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, okay. Yeah, that's just, politics and children with mix, and there's a lot going on.
Neither does adventuring in children.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
you can make it work.
Yeah, I'd rather not. It's a lot to deal with, and it's more of a personal thing.
Yeah, no,
That's fair enough.
not trying to discount
We
you.
can.
Hmm?
There are some other people we could probably ask to look after her.
That is true. Or anyone that you would know.
There's a few good orphanages in the city. I know a few.
We know one that's protected.
Mm.
Orphanages suck.
Yeah, they do.
Well, endorsement from us. Better to go to.
What's your the official name of the position you're going for?
Oh, there isn't really one. Oh, the governess of the something about that.
Governor.
Oh, governesses.
We'll go with governor
That's right. That's the official title.
of the Southern Plains.
Yes, all about
I spell it wrong every time.
Can I, when we've walked through Dresden,
Dresden,
and
Dresden and Denzel. The two cities in the same place.
yeah, when we've walked through them more recently, and people,
The only time it's been there recently was literally about
yeah,
an hour ago.
An
when
hour
we
ago.
teleported there.
but obviously people would have seen us and
Yeah.
what was their reaction to seeing us?
There were a few kind of like, ooh, like, not like, no one really came over to you, but people like recognised you and knew who you were.
Okay, but when they recognised us, was it a recognition
Is it a
of
good one or a bad
or was it a
one?
recognition of
Probably, I'd say more of a positive recognition. You've probably got a good positive rating with
Right now.
Yeah. Your bar is in the positive side.
okay.
By the hand for the time being. They're kind of like,
For the time being.
yeah, these people are pretty cool. They
It's
do.
until I
Good
call down.
balanced.
Because, you know, mad or someone.
You know, it's until I call down another Eldritch God.
Okay, so this isn't going to sabotage our campaign then. at
No.
least.
Not this moment, no.
Not this moment.
Not this time.
I think it's a good place to leave.
Hmm.
Thank you for talking with us.
Yes, well, I apologise I couldn't do much more to help.
No, it's completely fine.
Oh my word, I'm terrible with names. What's his name again?
Lord Vifferstein?
Lord Viverstein. I asked, does Lord Viverstein spend most of his time in the Southern Plains, or does he also come up to?
He resides in some place with very limbs. That's where his estate is.
Okay, fair enough.
The estate you visited.
Yeah.
Yeah. I suppose he wouldn't have any reason to come up to Cyrodilia much.
Not often, not unless it is an event or a meeting. I believe he might be here. Well, he probably would be invited to the. He would come up to the celebration. He might be invited to the
Regardless
events, but he'll
of
be
whether
there.
he went or not.
Yes. I imagine there'll be a large group of people travelling up to the city that day, on those days.
You said part of his thing was gems and stuff. Would that ring any bell for Karen?
It's less that, it's more of if he connects these trade routes up, he could trade. Oh, so he did. Yeah, I mean, they're kind of in the business of like reselling and re-making. They would have had a few gems, but nothing merchable. Like any merchant having a gem. It's not like.
It's not no, wouldn't be any sort of.
You
connection
think
for
there's not
that.
like a canal.
Would there be a potential to make one?
Yeah, you could offer like a trade route. Like you could be like, well, trade you gems for money. And that's like quite a well thing. Like merchants will basically buy them directly from like the miners and the cutters, and they'll sell them off for that price, and they'll get a cut of like the profit as well.
Sorry, I couldn't remember what the other chat was called, and I've looked it up and it's
Oh,
funny
God.
all over again.
Okay, what's the chat called?
The disasters.
Oh yeah.
And it's the picture of the kid being
Oh,
chased
yeah.
by the orangutan on a tricycle.
The death man being chased by the
giant
giant monkey. That's so funny. Oh no, I love that so much.
Yep.
I think that's a very good message.
Yeah.
And certainly counters the claims being made against it.
So I've got the endorsement.
Are you going to show it to her?
Yeah, I will show her the endorsement. I'm going to read it out because I know I spelled it wrong, so I'm going to assume that you spell it correctly so that we don't look in canon that you spell it correctly so that we don't look like idiots who can't spell, because I can't spell.
Go for it.
We, Sede Volvit, officially endorse Clarina for the position of Governor of the Southern Plains of Vanaheim, comma.
Actually says comma.
The sign, not the word comma. Thank you. I know you and your tricks.
I assumed it was comma. There's so much
Just
to
as
it.
long as it's comma and not comma. A politician who truly helps those in need of aid. The embodiment of honesty and compassion.
Another comma after aid, or?
Yes.
He's doing math.
I'm doing. I've got a fucking map in my head. Well, I'll get to that during the break. I need to open up my mind maps and my actual charts. But yeah. You see, like, there's someone's kind of, she kind of gestured someone in to kind of like wrote it down on the left.
Yeah.
But there's just something like, there's been a few people standing out in the room anyway. You don't know she doesn't have a bodyguard anymore. You've not seen anyone with her. Mainly because the fucking
Catherine's just there.
is next to her. But yeah. Yes, that is well, thank you. I appreciate that a lot. I will see what I can have done with that quickly, but yes, but I apologise again. It's just
You are completely within your right to do so.
yes.
We asked you because we think that it would be fitting, but you don't want to. That is perfectly fine.
It's always okay to say no.
Yes.
Yes. But I can maybe put you in touch with some established orphanages I'm aware of.
That would be great. Thank you.
Yes, of course.
Somewhere nice. Somewhere peaceful.
I can also handle any costs that may.
Are you sure?
Yes, of course. You look around the giant estate you're standing on.
Looks good in the campaign as well.
Mm.
Karo doesn't say that.
She will say this will also be a not off the record, but again, orc child Vanheim, sometimes known for orc raids and attacks. People have a perspective.
Yes.
So it's not as easy as, oh look, here's an orc child, we're being nice to. It's a case of, can't you be trusted again? You know what I mean.
That's true.
So off the record.
I'll just, yes, I was. It's not a record thing. I'll just put you in touch with someone I know.
Mm-hmm.
That's perfect for us.
This may take a few days to come through officially, but
That's fine.
That's fine.
yes. Anyway, anything else I can do? Passive insights.
22.
17.
Karo and Erdan and Heris notice as well. Catherine looks a little bit disappointed with the whole not having a kid thing. She kind of was like, she seems smaller than normal.
I
Do you
can't
need a
pick
hug?
up with that from
Mhm.
her reaction as well, so.
Do you need a hug? Or a punch?
No. I can punch one of you.
Bring it.
Karo's fucking arms. Oh, it's gonna hit. Take like
No. What
It's
was
plus
it?
10.
27 to hit.
Oh, just about, yeah.
Like, what? 6 points of bludgeon damage to the face.
Sure.
Cracked your jaw.
Karo jump. I think he's 6'5".
She can just swing.
Right,
6 points of damage to the knee.
To the sternum.
Yeah, the straight in the gut. You can't like you can't breathe from it.
Is that better?
You're like gasping for her on the ground in a minute.
Only 6 points of damage.
In the gut, she's winded you. She'll rage
It's
fucking
Karo.
20. Yeah. It hurts.
Did that help?
Nah, not really.
Well, we will take our leave.
Thank you for
Of course. I hope to see you all soon, if not before the
Mhm.
the contest of champions, the celebration of victory. I will hopefully see you before then.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I can probably kill shit at some point, right? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
as
mean,
long
it's
as you
time,
get
it's time.
permission this time.
I'm a grown adult. I don't need permission to go out.
You all have,
Well,
that's your job.
It's
So you're
less-
leaving.
As we walk past Catherine, I'll just quietly say to her, you know, these events, something's probably going to go wrong, be ready. And just little fist bump on your shoulder.
She'd be like, ow, you dick. And kicks you in the back before she trips his way out.
Trip attack.
My tail smacks in the back of the head.
Ow. Goes into a rage. Rebuked 47 damage. Swing 6 times. Now I've gone 1, 2, 3, 4,
No.
5, yeah, 6 times.
Yeah, you're doing that, but I've just got my hand on the forehead so you can't get it.
Oh no, the chains hit you. The chains are like a 84.
That's how I grabbed the chain, so swing
Just fire.
Right, be 1 minute. Let's follow the wardrobe.
With that, you make your way out of
Mhm.
the estate.
Yep.
Any specific plans for the rest of the day?
I guess considering the situation, we gotta put her up in one of our rooms. So I was just gonna volunteer to give her the tower.
Sure, I probably would.
She probably would actually. Has
And,
every time so
I
far.
know Clarina said
Pick up
she'd
some
get,
like clean
she'd get
clothes
us-
for the girl as well.
she'd get us in touch. We could ask your family.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well.
Orphanages are horrible places. I don't recommend anyone go there.
My family aren't the most able to protect, but they aren't weak, and there'd at least be the sense of community there.
Yeah, I mean, the only problem would be the language barrier, but
I mean, there appears to be a language barrier regardless.
that's true, yeah. Apart from your family,
Heroin.
probably not everyone.
What about Gexus?
No.
He's too attached to his own kids. Too much complication there, maybe.
Only
I was.
Nah, that was Adam, not
No,
Karo.
I was thinking maybe your parents, Karo?
And I thought they'd cross my mind, but with the situation as it is with Skane, it's pointless to be safe.
That's actually true, yeah.
Celban, do you know anyone who'd be able to take in a child?
Yes,
Yeah?
but if they were related or knew that it was to do with me, they'd probably try to murder them.
Is it your uncle?
I have several family members who would quite be able to look after them, but most of them want me dead.
Can Karo get filled in?
Did Karo get filled in? I think it was specific.
Yeah,
I think Celban went over his backstory
Oh,
last
yeah.
week.
Oh yes, sorry, I
Yeah, I
forgot
did.
last week.
Hang on, I'll show you a piece of paper so you can read it. So 1 second.
With that, what you guys are thinking about strategies for the rest of the day?
I'm gonna find my family in town. Apparently they've gone shopping. I'll go find them.
It's going to be
I basically went over my enemies and adversaries. Basically told them who were pissed off.
Okay,
She
Dragonborn.
can't get a signal.
Okay.
This is up to about 25 hours. Every time she does it, it goes up by 5.
Oh, does it? Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Oops. That was
She's done it
probably
4 times now, so.
probably a waste of
She's
time.
like, doesn't connect.
I'll cast sending off, find out where they are. I'll go find them.
Well, with that, they're probably actually making a way back to the map at this point anyway.
So
For most of the day.
Celban would say something as we were like walking away when no one's around,
Mhm.
sort of thing. So, can we do anything about that political rival? She didn't seem to want anything done.
No.
I haven't stolen anything for a while.
We're not stealing.
Can we steal a secret?
Pretty good thing to steal.
I think it would be better if she continued to run an honest campaign.
I think you're right. It would be very much more
Given
keep
how we
fitting.
endorsed her.
Mhm.
It's best not to get involved as much.
Do you want me to hide something for you to settle the itch?
That sounds fun.
Cool.
I just out game. If I was playing a different type of character, that character would have already gone to dig up some dirt. But I'm playing Erdan.
We're a party who are trying their damnedest to communicate and not communicate with each other.
I mean, that other character is literally a ninja, so that's their entire MO. So Be like-
Ninja.
be like, sneak off, go to this guy's estate, find all the secrets he can, come back,
Yeah.
and then spread them around and be like, this guy's not as good as he says he is.
I hope Granite still has that money.
It just sounds like all of these things
Steal it back.
would have been useful, but it's far too late from what she was saying.
Mhm.
What was being said about the rings quite
Yes, I was thinking that.
There could be a connection on that.
I was thinking that. I can
We
see.
could just get the front to go find the front go gate for us and hope there's nothing through. Like,
Can you help us kidnap someone, please?
Considering that we've given our name to Clarina's campaign,
Everything's
I'm
above board.
I know, it's about just getting all to this Nin and see what other information he's got.
oh, Nin.
Ninlin.
Nin.
Nylon.
Nylon.
I prefer that one.
I think we can ask him what, see if he's got any other information, like
Yeah.
he might be connected to
Stick it on our list of nicknames along with Baghdad and Gravy Boy.
Before I go to break, Rebecca, can you roll me a d20, please?
Cool. Fun. Not concerning at all.
I think I know what this is about.
That's my good one.
Oh no, is it that one? Oh no.
Am I able to roll that with a... Is it a magical effect?
It was just, I needed someone to make a roll, and you gave the idea for that bit, so you can make that one roll. That's all the rolls left to me.
No, it's a nat 20! Come on!
I consult my notes, make some decisions for certain people, and I will come back with the results of that election, but you won't know for a few weeks, unless something massive happens between then. I have to change it. But I'm pretty sure I know how this is going to go. I have a few things I have to check, but we'll see which way it swings. For the time being, which way it's currently swinging, and if you choose to do something, we may swing it another way, may just have no effect, or if you do not, the current path will stay. It's up to you if you want to intervene with or without Clarina's consent. I will leave that in your capable hands. As we take a quick break while I finish off my little calculations on my chart on my NPC decisions, and we'll be back in a few seconds because this is going to cut straight to the next part.
Bye.
See you in a sec. And we're back. So, we pick up with you guys on the outskirts of the Southern Plains estate. Where are you all heading? I know you want to head towards the academy.
Yeah, once like girls are going actually home and not just wandering the fucking streets or me dragging her to another location that gives no fucking idea at all.
So you all heading back to the manor?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never been in this city before. I'm just going to follow these folks.
Easy enough. Make your way back
Can't
to
wait to take
Walnut
you to
Manor.
Quincy's.
You arrive. At this point, Hawthorne, Vanadium, and Finch are back. They're just kind of strolling around. This is actually just kind of casually wandering around. Still no sign of Kira or Waffle. Yeah, I will leave it for you to do it as you wish.
Checking on. Should have finished doing it first. I'll check in on Vanadium and Hawthorne, make sure they're okay.
Yeah, they're both okay. Both doing well. They've just been out just shopping for general supplies, a few bits of clothing, some generic groceries and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else wants to do? Just gonna drop the orc elf child or something?
Yeah, at the moment.
A little bit, man.
I'll introduce them to Vanadium and Hawthorne.
Yeah. They seem, they kind of like don't really leave Motus aside. Doesn't really know what anyone else is saying.
Mm-hmm.
So they seem quite timid and kind of take a step back when they approach.
I'll explain to her about like for the time being, Towers' heirloom. If she needs anything to try and communicate what she needs to Zizek.
She will kind of like give a small nod, like understanding, and will Heris will probably show it towards where the room is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Heris will leave it be unless anything else.
Heris would not leave. Heris would be trying to put her in a dress.
Probably, yeah.
So, do we plan to immediately go back to the fort, or do we
We did leave a floating skull there.
Oh yeah, we did.
Can't tell.
And half our companions, we need to go back.
Yeah, what business to take care
We've,
of and
we've
then
done what we
go.
came to do.
So, I'll be back in a few hours.
We heading to Motus,
When the letter said,
which is where? If I'm not.
let me read it again. Whatever. The Magic Academy. Right.
The academy. You've been there before. You know where it is.
Yeah.
In the Bender Rock, near the kind of centre of it, you come across this large magical institute. Looks like a bit like Hogwarts, a bit of a castle-y kind of vibe. A few large towers, a large. Reyfron. That's right, Motus. A large open courtyard. Just there, a few kind of smaller buildings, etc. Just like a very kind of classic, what you'd expect a magic school to look like. You see one kind of large main building, kind of along the very far back of where his walls are, with a large tower next to it, so a much larger tower. You're guessing that's probably one of the main buildings, but you see kind of several, almost like a square, kind of large walls, probably many rooms in all of them. Again, several towers coming out of these
I
areas.
guess I have directions for people.
Yeah, you kind of walk into the main door and there's kind of like a signpost, and you do see, not in the main building, but in this kind of like right hand side of this kind of castle looking structure, you see a kind of sign up with administration. I think Igneous has died.
Then yeah, I would head in that direction.
Think we're there, and you see kind of people wandering around. You see younger and older students wearing kind of robes, different kind of types and colours. Ranging from like a brown to like a purplish red. I see other figures, mixture of like what must be some wizards, some look to be like alchemists, all wandering around, kind of discussing some historians, etc. Like this large library you see as you pass by. You make your way kind of around this almost like open aired area to a doorway that leads into like the administration block.
I guess it's just something I can open. I'll open it.
There's a door, you step inside, and you see what looks like a reception area. Like a set of stairs and a few corridors leading off. Like a large kind of sitting area as well. But you see a kind of long desk, and sitting behind it you see what looks to be an older, probably gnomish woman, kind of thick rimmed glasses, short, white, kind of greying hair, kind of wrinkled skin, and wearing like just a simple like tunic, some trousers, like a bit of a coat, and it's like slightly writes on some paper.
Excuse me.
Ah, yes, dearie, how can I help?
I'll handle all that though. Make an appointment.
Ah, yes, of course. I've forgotten the person's name. Can I have a letter for a moment? Forgotten how to pronounce the name. Thank you. Professor Sorcerer will be with you in a few moments, I believe. She is currently just conducting an interview with someone.
That's fine. I'll just.
Please take it. Somewhere.
Yeah, I'll probably like look to see it's too fucking small.
No, it's big ones. Like a
Yeah,
lot.
I'll just sit in a big high back chair.
And sit down, get up and through. She just goes back to kind of filling in paperwork. You see her walking down these stairs. There looks to be like a few kind of younger looking apprentices, students here in like brown robes. And just kind of quietly talking to each other. They kind of like exit through. And yeah, in this area is pretty quiet. You do hear someone ruffling through a bag around the corner. Really subtle.
This one order from Magic.
The local cafe.
The courier spell is
Golden Speed Courier.
Can't respell.
Can you spell?
courier spell.
But yeah, after a couple of minutes, you kind of sit there waiting. You see the door open. Yeah, there's kind of door open.
The hinges need oiling.
Sounds
That's
like
what
that.
it sounds like.
The hinges need oiling.
And you hear, yes, a Motus.
Yeah.
I'll be this way if you don't mind.
It's found a probably fucking power of that. We got the
You see this woman, and she looks like a very, very tall elf. As you get closer, you kind of begin to make up more details. She's a tall elven woman, long white hair, doesn't look to be more than middle-aged, kind of wearing yellow and like green robes, kind of a hint of purple around like the collar. She kind of has a little small book at her side and just kind of gestures you into the room.
yeah, I'll follow her
I think that's a fine spot now.
Crunchy carpet.
Yeah, the carpet is just it's very strange fabric. Maybe there's a curtain on the windowsill that's like
Yeah, just
the
like
blind is rustling.
yeah, there's loads of like bags rustling through the windows, right?
I
It's-
apologise.
It is autumn, it's getting to winter, it's very breezy, there's trees and there's
those crinkly leaves.
crinkly leaves. There's a massive courtyard and people kind of running through it. But yeah, sorry, she opens the door and goes, please, yeah.
Yeah, I'll follow her.
Yeah, you step into what's to be quite a large office. She kind of takes a quick snack out of a bag. She kind of points you towards a chair. There's several chairs around. A large kind of desk with a much kind of bigger, comfier chair behind it. Kind of curtains currently drawn by a window. A few kind of like notes and kind of a queue, kind of like basically a filing cabinet in the open, like pigeonhole ones, full of files and papers, books. She kind of sits down and she has a large book and very centre of the desk. Oh, please, take a seat, Demetrius.
I will take a seat.
She kind of sits down as well. So, you are a employer of Bartle, I believe?
That is correct.
Yes, very good. He was in there a few days ago. He mentioned something about you funding his learning here.
That is indeed correct.
Yes, well, I was hoping we could discuss this more personally. I'd love to go through it in one letter. As I mentioned, Bartle does meet the criteria for one of our... my god, what's my fucking name? What's the word? Oh my god.
Horses?
You could just rip the bag.
Oh my god. Scholarships, one of our scholarships. So we will have to sort out fees, term fees. Of course, as we like to be as open as we can and accept as many as possible, we do have different levels of courses. In these courses you will go over, you will all study the basic levels, but the other courses will study more and have more opportunities with different teachers and like different expeditions, etc. We have 3 basic courses. I think we'll discuss term times. Each semester is approximately 12 weeks long. With about a week or 2 break depending on which course, with a 2-month break at the end of the academic year. There are 3 semesters in total, so about 9 months in total. Sorry, I'm just like, how come I haven't got time today. Have you ever had a cheese dipped item? Would you care for one?
I'm fine, thank you.
Sorry, I had no lunch yet. I apologise. But yes, there are 3 academic courses we have, each being 12 weeks long, and you will study the base. For your first year, at least, you will study the base elements of magic, magical history, magical practice, different schools you will practice in, as well as herbalism, alchemy, etc. All those things. In your second and third years, you will study either purely the arcane arts, or specify in alchemy, alchemical magic, etc., or herbology, specifically a specific department. And then in your third and final year, you will set your final exams where you'll be able to specifically study a specific topic, and then after that you can continue to study that specific topic for as many years as you want, and you are paying your fees or have a scholarship. But yes, it is roughly a 3-year academic year, like I said. During these academic courses, of course, we do teachings within the university, or the academy itself, in different departments. You may have seen our main academic building at the far end of the castle walls. This is one of the original castles. Above the main tower as well, we have a large library in there, as well as an astronomy area, as well as several classrooms. Throughout the west area, west side of campus, we have, that's mainly our student area. Accommodations, dining areas, etc. The students possess most of that area, that's what we let them their domain. The southern area, which is built behind us here, is generic area. There's no real set tone to it. It's mainly a mix. There are some classrooms, there are some gardens, etc. And in the east area here, the east block, we have mainly our academic areas, so our main teaching halls, our main libraries here. Our administration block is going to be one of the main parts of it. Of course, in the courtyard as well, also came to this area, have our magical creatures area, right near the very end. You may have noticed and walked past it. It's somehow alchemist. In the courtyard, of course, we do teach herbology, alchemical formulas, herbalism, and of course beastcraft, which again is something you could specialise in later down the line. And of course, in the northern area, the northern block is our main academic area. Most of our classrooms, our teachings, our lecture halls are all done in that area there. The rest of the area, while not used for academic, is used for study, academic papers, research, etc. It's a typical university. You may have seen them before. But we do study in education of those getting into the arcane arts at different levels, of course. As for Bartle, I imagine he'll be entering at the base level. A newcomer. Which is fine. We have people joining of all different ages throughout. Recently we had a quite older elven man take up the novice course or the beginner courses. But yes, of course. Bartle, again, we will have to assess him before we pick him, of course, to take place. He'll have to be approved by the rest of the enrollment board. There'll be probably a small academic test, an interview, etc. And we will have a look at him. We'll probably have some personal references as well before we accept him into our course. Of course, the big issue at hand. Please feel free to ask any questions as I'm going.
No, you are filling out any questions.
Thank you, of course. Well, of course, I like to keep these brief and precise and bombard people with information. The courses are in 3 levels. We have our novice course, our advanced course, and our scholars course. Each varying in fee, costs, and also additional things that you will take part in. Our base novice course costs 250 gold a semester. Into the 12 weeks of academic learning here at the academy, as well as any trips you would have to fund himself and any supplies you may need to gather. Base supplies will provide a simple blank spell book, some quills, but anything else they would like to purchase, wands, something to focus on magic, that, arcane focuses, robes, etc. They would have to fund themselves. That doesn't, of course, include any accommodation here at the academy. Our second course is our advanced course, where you study more advanced magics, not just the basics. And that is 1,000 gold a semester. It does come with some additional supplies, additional tools that may be useful that we will provide. But again, additional can be provided, can be purchased. Again, that does not come with. None of our courses do come with accommodation. Only our the scholarship courses come with accommodation here. The final course is our scholars course. That is 5,000 gold a semester, and that is the most advanced. You work with or learn from the most advanced mages here. We have special guest lecturers come in. Recently, Artificer Erdan came and taught a semester here about what the hell is that specialty? Divination. Thank you. He taught a divination. I forgot that my sister reminded me. Divination course here for not the entire semester, but for 6 weeks or so. He was here assisting. And yes, we also have more trips with that. Of course, the funds do provide more excursions out. Recently, we visited a trip to Janhart, where we visited. Oh my god, I forgot the fucking name of the place. Terrible representative of the board. One moment, please, will I find the fucking. We visited the Bluegrass Lagoon. No, Bluegrass Lagoon. I apologize. The Bluegrass Lagoon mini trips. We went recently, where they studied the floating island there in the strange blue crystals. But yes.
I guess, what is it that you need from me?
Well, we will have to do some paperwork for you to fill in, and we will need to, first of all, accept Bartle. The academic year is currently underway. We're not setting any new starters right now. We will be in a couple of weeks, I believe. Let me get my calendar in my head. No, that's a lie. I apologize. The academic year is starting now. It is no, it's not. Hang on a minute. Let me fucking check the calendar. We're all right. No.
Long day.
It is a very long day. Yes, we're in winter now. Of course, we're not starting. Academic year doesn't start until leaf fall, the start of autumn. And then you have your first up until we're currently reaching the end of our first semester now. You'll have about a few weeks off in Frostwane, and then starting again near the end of Frostwane, so the start of the year. A few weeks in Aelite and Fairflower before a little break in Bloomflower to come back during sunbreak, high sun, and then of course finishing the academic year around that time. Of course, we don't have a course running immediately. However, we do also offer a introduction to Arcane Arts if one has no experience.
As far as I'm aware, nobody showed interest.
Very well. We do have this course runs all year long. It is how to get people who are late in division study to get a base understanding before they begin their main study. Again, that is also, it's basically a introduction, introduction a few semesters, and again that is charged at 300 gold per semester.
That should be fine.
Just quickly note down to my notes, I made it up in spot because I got the calendar wrong.
Yeah, and just going, that's easily paid for.
No, of course. There are a few bits of paperwork we need to fill in, some health and safety forms, your normal admission form. We will also speak with Bartle about a interview before he begins and sort out some, what's what I'm looking for? My god, why can't I brain today?
Equipment.
What equipment?
Supplies.
Supplies, equipment, and more importantly the fees, which will be more addressed with you yourself.
Yeah. No, because you gotta need the paper, then I sign away.
And yes, of course, and she'll just hand you a man, like not a man, but like a good chunk of paperwork, which is just like terms and conditions, fucking rules, payment, whatever. I'm not going to bore you with all the fucking details of that.
Yeah.
But if you sign this, they will begin.
Yeah, I'll sign it.
Yeah, you sign it, hand it back. And yes, in a few days we'll arrange an interview with Bartle within the next couple of days. And of course, going forward, we'll contact him or you directly, depending on who you prefer to be contacted.
I would say him. It's more me funding it. It is his future.
We will contact him for that, and we will contact you for any funding questions you may have.
Yep.
And that's all. Thank you very much. Any questions you have for me?
No, not really. The only question that I had you answered. So thank you indeed.
God, just a small nod.
And I'll take whatever paperwork I need.
And hand you a few things.
And a copy of it. And then I'll just try my best to find Bartle.
We may go back to the manor and probably find him there. Same course like afternoon now, he'll probably back what he's doing in the morning.
I'll just tell him you're gonna. I spoke to the school.
Yeah, I went to speak to them as well the other day, and they said they should always send you a letter about
Yeah, they do.
yeah, okay. And,
I spoke to them.
okay, and
Positive so far.
okay,
They're gonna be asking for an interview with you.
okay, I can do that, right? I'm just talking to people, I'm good at talking to people.
Yeah, you're great at it.
Yeah, I really am.
Got confidence of an insight on himself.
A bit of both.
I would say when you're in the interview, seem enthusiastic.
Okay.
And try to talk more about magic in general and what it means to you.
Okay, I can do that. Okay, yeah, that sounds easy enough.
You seem nervous.
I've never had an interview before. I had one interview with you people, and well, now look at what my life is like.
You've got a point.
I don't know if you're saying that in a positive or a negative.
Me neither. Bit of both.
Well, magic might be an open door for you to walk through and have a better life.
I hope so. Nobody hopes so, but I, don't want to be a housekeeper forever.
I made 2.
I wasn't even touching the table.
That's fine, no worries. Just keep myself occupied.
Knocking over the dice towers. Oh,
I do say a 20 though.
Yeah.
No, that fell.
no, it was like.
It was on the bottom like that.
But yes, I guess I'll just get ready for that. Okay, cool.
That works. Do you need anything?
Like everything. Or I can buy with things myself, like robes and like books and stuff.
Do you want to go shopping?
Sure. Not really a fan of shopping, but okay.
I say that in his mind because if I say the word shopping,
Influence.
somebody will get involved.
There's a tug with like the psychic energies somewhere, but they can't quite
Stop
themselves.
pushing ball out of our house. Like,
Trying to drag the flies.
Go, 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 go.
Move.
Yep.
Head down.
Yeah, and I'll just buy the By the basic stuff.
So it'll literally cost you about like
Spellcasting focus.
yeah. The price of that in the basic stuff. Anything that a wizard would have in a starting equipment.
That works for me.
So apart from like a spell book, because they provide them. You would have probably asked for a wand as well if you were like a wand user.
Sure.
But yeah.
Probably the best place to go would be Mando.
Probably not actually for general magic supplies. They're like literally shop that just sell magic supplies. Now it's probably like better quality than Mando would have because they specialize in wands and robes and books.
Fair enough.
And you see a bunch of them in like the quartz as like every couple of streets, especially in the pentagram. There's some by the academy. But you could also pop to Mando's for a bit.
I will go to Mando's just to see what we might have that might help.
You go into Mando's, you're going to step into the extra dimensional space. You see him kind of behind the counter. They're looking at like this strange kind of multicolored crystal. It's kind of like just cutting it off almost like it's like jelly. Oh, greetings, Mojo's going to put it in the box.
I'm looking for supplies in the sense of somebody that's going to be going to a magic academy. Points at ball.
Oh, greetings, small man. Hi.
Yeah, your average height for humans in this shop, no.
Minotaurs are fairly large.
Yeah.
Magic supplies, like,
Anything I look.
I don't really have much. I suppose I do have one thing. It's not really, I don't know much to sell much, but I, one moment, he walks back, hear a bit of rooting around, and he kind of comes back out a minute or so later with this kind of long white wooden wand with like a small kind of like crystal at the bottom. This is just a wand that I used to use years ago. It's not super fancy. Some may call it a +1 wand.
Yeah. How much would that be?
That's probably one you. I mean, I don't use it anymore. 200 gold. But I think that's whatever. It's quite big in Bartle's hands. It's quite a large Minotaur one, like that big. He's like, okay, I guess we'll make this work.
Probably best not to wave a wand of magic.
Right, that's a good idea. Nothing happens. That's it's a bit big. Mando goes, one moment. He kind of puts a hand on it, kind of shrinks and kind of morphs more to Bartle's hand. There you go. Oh, that's a bit better. Thank you. Just hold it.
I'll just give Mandel like 200 gold and about like. There you go.
Just slides it. Interested in anything else? I have a few things that might interest you.
It's probably best if you tell me what it is that you have so I can report back.
Well, I've got a few items that may interest your group specifically. I kept them to one side. The first thing I have here, two items I've come across recently purchased. The first, he kind of pulls out this gold necklace with this heart-shaped red gem. I've got an amulet of health here. It'll cost you 4,000 gold. That puts it down. Next thing we've got, he kind of reaches under the counter and pulls out this jar. Kind of little kind of grey kind of jar for topper. This is an oil of sharpness, which will make weapons extra sharp and pointy. Takes about a minute to apply, lasts for about a minute or an hour or so. I have to double check how much is in the jar first of all, one moment.
I'm going to start the fight.
I'm going to get you in 1 minute.
I'm gonna stab you, just give me a moment to oil myself up.
Phrasing.
What are you doing? You'll find out.
I'm waiting on my sword.
There's probably enough in here to cover like one weapon or a few pieces of ammunition. Mainly slashing or piercing.
Yep.
The two kind of generic items you'll find anywhere, but I do have some custom items I've made actually. The first, you kind of go and reach under the counter and pulls out this kind of wooden box, lifts it up, reaches his hand in and brings out this like 8-inch diameter silver ball covered in different coloured gems. I'm calling this more Mando's magnificent colour ball.
Okay.
For example, he said the commander word and watches it kind of lights off like a disco ball with different coloured lights everywhere. It's quite useful, but it adds light, and it's quite a bright 30-foot range of light with probably some more dim light, about 20 feet. However, if you want to use it a bit more tactically, again, it throws it up in the air. It speaks the command word. As a dodge, it begins floating and starts spinning, and you can't help but stare. Make a wisdom saving throw for me.
1,000,000.
13.
13.
I'm out of 5.
You are entranced by the thing. You're basically paralysed by looking at it. Show's bottle. You both just stare at this orb, and you just feel like all of your guard down, your body kind of relaxes, and you're just deadpan staring at it.
It's true.
Kind of, yeah. If you don't get back, you can repeat the same thing about Mando, kind of brings it back in and puts it down.
Useful.
It's very useful. It lasts for about a minute. Can be used 3 times per day. While you are entranced by this effect, and if you are entranced by it, you are incredibly weakened, incapacitated, some may say.
Yes, I felt the effects.
Yes, good for stabbing people when your weapon's dead.
Yeah, you stabbed quite a lot of people.
Well, you may also be incapacitated and or paralysed, depending on classes, but by these lights.
Is that the items?
This is what the first. This will run you 5,000 gold, and it puts it inside. The next one, it kind of reaches under the counter and opens this kind of long, kind of red wooden cherry wood box. Kind of flicks it, opens it up, and you see inside this like, immaculate golden spyglass, like crystal lenses and like gems around the edge. This is a spyglass of targeting, I'm calling it. So you look through it and acts as normal spyglass. However, as a quick bonus to whatever you're doing on your turn, when you're doing a fight, you can magically mark a creature, a location, or an item at last until you choose to remove it. That's by thinking. Yes, it lasts for as long as you have it on, and when you look through the spyglass again, you will see a marking you've left as a red signalling beacon above it, and which is closer, the outline of said marked item, creature, or target could be visible to you as a similar red outline.
Seems pretty useful.
It doesn't require attunement, but only the markers can be seen by whatever creature places them.
That works. Normally you do items of 3.
I only have time for 2 at the moment. I'm working on Karo's belt of Storm Giant Strength.
Yeah.
Cloud Giant Strength.
And the cubic gate, remember he's working with that as well.
Hmm?
The cubic gate.
Oh, the cubic gauge is custom moves, but yes.
At least we pay you pretty well.
This would cost you 2,500 gold.
I will let people know.
How much was the oil of sharpness? You didn't mention the price.
Sorry, 10,000 gold for the sharpness.
Ooh, what?
How many uses does it have?
1 use, plus 3 to attacking damage for 1 for an hour.
Yep. Just 3.
Plus 3 to attacking damage rolls.
4. I'm assuming it's a charm effect.
Nope, it's a incapacitation effect. Oh, hang on.
Ooh, that's interesting.
It's not a sharp effect.
Okay, that one.
Is it attunement?
Yes.
I have spare attunement slot.
I will go back and tell everyone after getting the supplies for bottom.
You have a friend who makes magic items?
Yeah.
We do, but he's very busy at the moment. He's already got 2 massive items that he's making
For us.
for us.
Well, it's more the fact that I like making magic items too.
Oh, okay.
Maybe you could say
I'd
to
like
him.
kindred spirits, as
Maybe
such.
you could help him.
I probably could.
When we're back here on a more long-term basis rather than just here back for the day, then perhaps when we have some downtime you could go and help him.
Certainly, I'd love to do that. By the way, does your mansion have a forge?
No.
No.
It does have
Can
a
I build
workshop.
If you can build one, then we do have a workshop.
There is
How
empty
long are you
floors
planning
in
on
the
sticking
basement.
around for?
I don't know. Until I die?
Sorry, I will
Or
say.
you folks do?
That's a long time. Well,
Once you
hopefully.
mark something, the beacon lasts for a minute, and then if you pay, you have to basically bonus action to see the beacon again. It's not behind the altar,
We
you
do
will
have room in the basement actually.
Mm-hmm.
The basement is not filled. It only has the workshop.
And an empty vault that you've never used once.
Yeah.
Like, gosh, it
Rrack wanted it
and then died.
and then died.
Could I please see this basement?
Sure.
Yeah.
I'll take you down to the basement.
Yeah, I will tell everyone about the items.
Do you want to describe the basement? What it looks like?
You need the amulet of health.
I want the disco ball.
You need the amulet of
I want the disco ball!
I'll describe the basement. It is like an L-shaped, so like a set of spiral stairs from a tower, and it's like an L-shape coming out either sides. On the first to go left, you'd see I think it's one room, which is a rack room, and then it's just one spare room, and then like a large metal vault takes up most of the space. And on the other side, you see like a metal workshop.
Okay.
Like a reinforced area.
Does it look in good nick?
The workshop looks to be in use, like it's being used by something. And inside you see this giant mechanical mech suit. It's going up black and gold now everywhere.
A mech suit?
Kind of.
We've got the mech suit back?
Yeah.
Well, Leah had this, and Leah's been working on it.
Yeah.
She needs
Is
someone
it-
to work on it. So.
Is it anyone in it? Is it doing anything?
I don't see anybody in it.
Who built this?
Not us.
Yeah. And you see
What
a
did
spell
D
go off.
say?
Huh?
You see a spell go off.
Hi, Leah.
D.
Quiet.
D.
Dee's here.
Hi, D. How are you doing?
D is okay.
Good.
D is scared of the metal centaur.
Hey, someone got you right.
Yes.
And hang on.
Not everyone's an idiot.
You're from the dark, would you know what Centaur is?
Yeah, you would know what's.
D is scared of the metal creature. The metal spider.
Don't be scared. I'm not here to hurt you, unless you want to hurt me.
Da!
It's
He's
okay.
fine,
D's a friend. This is Celban. He's a friend too.
Away
He's kind of invisible hiding somewhere.
Oh, I can see invisible creatures.
Which is why he's not moving. He's
I'm
like,
just looking right at them. That's funny. I would like to try and see them where they are.
yeah, maybe perception check.
Okay.
I'll summon Doc to give D a little nuzzle.
Perception.
That's quite cool stuff.
D's invisible, you can't see him.
That's a good point.
26.
26? Yeah. He's kind of like, there's this kind of small, like, looks like a hammock and like a mattress, a sleeping bag on the floor, and in the corner, it's kind of got a little nest. He's kind of just like hiding behind some like bags or something that's kind of piled up.
What is it? What is he?
It looks like a Snef Niblin, a very small Underdark canoe.
Okay.
Hey D, are you comfy here? Do you need anything?
He's fine.
Okay. Just came to show Celban around a bit. He was hoping to build a forge.
D likes the cold and dark on the floor.
Hmm.
Yes, I like making and building
It
things.
reminds D of home.
That makes sense.
So do you live down here?
D lives here, yes.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, that's what you're saying.
By the way, D, have you seen Leah recently?
D has not seen Leah since she took the neck.
Okay.
I would like to investigate this mech.
Yeah, maybe I can Arcana check on it.
Okay.
Wait,
That's a 1.
You know, it's not good.
wait, didn't you see her bring it back?
D didn't see it bring it back, no.
Oh. It just appeared back one day.
Yeah, D was sleeping.
That's
D woke up and it was there.
that's a fair explanation.
You didn't hear this thing?
Leah
Leah's
has
very good
ways.
at being, yeah.
Would you like a potential upgrade to your workshop?
D's not owned this workshop.
To the shop that you work at?
He looks
don't work
confused.
He doesn't
He
work
just
in the
sleeps
workshop, he just sleeps there.
Oh, I just assumed. Sorry. I was being stupid.
No.
It's best in his house to do that.
Well, I suppose I could do something with this.
Now, does it have what you need already?
There's no metal working here.
Are you sure?
Yeah, loads of metal working. It's like,
Clicks like whole
Oh,
fingers.
there's not a forge here though.
It's not a forge, you know. There's a very small refinery, but not like a
It's
massive
like a
forge.
small kiln,
Okay.
or not.
Yeah,
I
small
could-
kilns and stuff, but it's not like an actual.
Would it be enough to install a forge here?
I could definitely do something.
It's
Although I'd have to-
not in the, you have to buy another room. This one's filled with the workshop. You do have an empty room you're not using.
Yeah.
We could put the forge in, but I believe I'll find out what your forge
There's
costs.
also a forge, there's smoke, there's underground.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not.
That would be the main issue.
make you.
I think the process for the forge is it has to be built above ground because it won't matter. It has to be built outside.
Anyway, let's go and meet this person of yours who makes magic things.
Yeah, sure. We can do some shopping at the same time. I want the disco ball.
You need
I want Mando's disco ball.
Oh, by the way, do you have anything that needs unlocking that you can't open?
Not currently.
Yes, but it's not something you'll be able to unlock.
Oh well.
The password for the tower. For Bogo's tower.
What exactly is the item description?
I hold up a key.
Yeah.
This key has a small chance to open anything.
But is it specifically a lock he has to open?
Yes.
Yeah, this
It
is
doesn't have a lock. It's password
It's a
protected.
password that Bogo cannot remember.
Well, I'll ask the magic item person then.
The forge will cost you 300 gold to build
That's not bad.
because you've already have a free room. You have to pay for another room
Mm.
to be installed.
It doesn't have the blue rack of being on.
Oh, sorry, it's underground. Yeah, it doesn't have that, but I would say any respectable building like this is underground. It's gonna kill someone. Like at least with the forge, it has small vents up. What if if the workshop has small vents to take a bit of smoke? A forge is like an actual forge. Probably to build somewhere with a lot of ventilation.
Do know people with a forge now.
Forge brothers. Ask to borrow it.
I don't think dwarves are gonna let you borrow their forge.
Probably be interested in your armor though.
Probably. It's okay. They won't get it.
Right.
Oh, did you decide what you're doing with the items from the keep? From Cobble Keep?
I wanted to see D&D Beyond. So
They're on D&D Beyond now.
I planned on offering
so-
them to the orcs.
Yeah, what?
Except the chalice.
Whoa.
If Motus was there.
We did.
Hold on.
One of the weapons was going to smoke or something. I think we
Yeah.
decided on.
Someone for Karo, what the items were?
Hang on, I've got them written down.
If not, I can jump up.
Jason sent me a message about something to do with the armor.
Okay, so there's an armor. The Chieftain's Plate needs attunement. You can't be crit in it. You can use
What's the name of it?
the Chieftain's Plate.
The Chief's Plate is called. I'm hoping they show up.
You can use Aggression of Orcs 3 times a day. You can rage for 1 minute once per day and still cast spells whilst raging. You're immune to spells whilst raging.
Yeah, that's
Use
mine.
a charm.
Charm effects whilst raging, sorry. And
It is not.
but it does not have any AC modifiers.
Straight 18 AC.
It's fine. You usually have to throw 27 out for us.
Is it magical?
It is.
Damn it, I can't buff it then. I don't think. I'll check.
Then there's the Crimson Warhammer, free action Unbridled Fury, instead of a reaction. Deals an extra d12 necrotic, and you can use it to heal yourself as an action. It can store the necrotic damage it does, and then you can use that to heal yourself.
What was that called?
The Crimson Warhammer. Apparently they come as a set, I believe was
Yeah,
mentioned.
they do.
Oh,
They're just really nice together.
okay. Then there's Crimson Chalice, which is a cursed artifact.
Oh yeah.
Needs attunement, the bonus action to drink from it, which adds hit points depending on how much blood is in the chalice. If you heal above your max hit points increase for 8 hours or until your long rest.
I can't find the chalice.
Bonus action,
I'm not sure I put it. It's a fucking
bonus action. If you damage a creature, you can use your bonus action to capture some blood from it to try and fill the chalice back up. If it's a dead creature, the blood is more potent. But it is a cursed item. Once you're attuned to it, you must drink a full chalice worth of blood every day. If not, you enter a 24-hour blood rage and murder everything that you can find that's got blood in it.
In the highest level, you get like plus 20 to hit and damage.
Yeah, plus 10 to damage, plus 20 to hit and damage, plus 20 to hit points to hit by maximum.
Yeah.
8 hours.
What was that called?
It's not showing up in D&D Beyond for some reason. That's one member.
No.
I don't think the elf and the elf hate Great Club showing up either. Can't find it on the character sheet. It's just tough to know.
Yeah, and then a cool club that does
Extra damage to elves.
2d6, an extra 2d6 when you crit, and it does extra to elves and fae, and you get advantage on intimidation. But you need at least 14 strength to use it, otherwise you use it at disadvantage because it's enormous.
Massive.
Yeah, technically it's massive, but enormous.
I personally wouldn't mind the Warhammer.
I'll give you the Warhammer because I think I've got them all in my bag of holding.
Yeah.
You do.
I do think you should probably take the armor.
Did we not give one to the?
Didn't you say you can cast spells?
We didn't
Someone,
decide.
someone took a
Oh,
spear.
yeah.
Traitor.
Someone picked up something. Someone else had a spear that was magical.
Oh,
That was
that's
Talon.
right.
Talon
Smart
picked
got the spear from
Oh
the
no.
conch.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, small, yeah. The cool. Just snap. I'm gonna take what it does. It's a surprise.
I'm assuming you want the armor. Yeah. What's the armor you're wearing at the minute?
Master full plate.
It's basically just +3 plate on it.
It was done, hasn't been done anything recently other than.
Oh, I'm sorry. I've hit you about 20 times in the past 6 months. God.
You've hit me more than that. You hit me at least 20 times on the
Yeah.
last
So
fight.
you just
you
think
go
it's
from
fucking good.
27 to 24, so same as
23.
A 23?
Yeah.
Oh,
Can anyone else use
27
full
to
plate?
23.
Can anyone else use full plate that wants it?
I already.
Talon could take it. He's got normal. He's got full plate. He's got normal full plate. Right?
Could sell it to Talon.
Just give it to Talon. Which will save your life many times.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say that. Sorry, I
You
shouldn't
can
say
give him the mastercraft.
We'll
Give
give
Talon
Talon
a
a
crit. Snip on.
But yeah, like, so, you say the rage that the armor gives, you can still cast spells for it?
Mhm.
So, yeah.
I
Smite.
can put that on the language and stuff.
It's less rage,
You can
more
still
just
smite,
empowerment.
You can still
I
smite in a
can't
rage.
hear both of you.
You can still smite in a rage.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's not strong stats, just use the stat one. So you can still rage, construct, and do magical
Raffle.
effects while in
Is it
rage.
I think this is trying to do for. Got to put in for the new build for Paladin on 1D&D. You wouldn't be able to because it changed Smite into a
Special
spell.
spell.
Yeah.
That's fine. It's not sufficient. Just shield magical.
Does anyone want a battle axe?
Okay, magic
Have you
shields.
not got a plus? Have you not got a master of
Does
shield?
anyone want a battle
Mm.
axe?
What does it do?
Tonga?
Oh, right. What does it do?
Gives you a fear effect, plus the attack and damage, and you can throw it. But that also uses that can be used with dexterity, not just strength. But it is a battle axe.
Can I use
But I
it?
think they are like Reed and
It would be it's a
Artificer.
martial weapon. It's a martial weapon.
in a weird way.
I don't think bards
can't-
get.
I don't have a proficiency
I
with
have
martial
proficiency with
weapons.
martial weapons, but I don't really use.
You're not gonna benefit from it.
Yeah, no.
Mm.
That won't be me.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got Radiant's thing. That's a wall.
Yeah.
Could give you hunger and greed, so you could have the set.
Yeah, but I have a shield.
Could ditch the shield.
You could ditch the shield.
Hear me out. I'm gonna hate myself for this. You could ditch all Mastercraft and give it to Talon. Because he uses a one-handed weapon. And he has last stand plate. When he
Also-
dies, at some point he's not going to die. And that's just a bit of DM advice. Or no, he will lose his spell guard shield actually. It's going to be
Also, with you having such a massive AC, it boosts the plus damage that all of Matt's monsters have. So we all get hit. I don't think I've blocked an attack in the last 6 weeks.
Yeah, I'll drop the shield. I'll drop the shield.
We'll replace your
Yeah.
cloak.
They
shield
are.
as well.
Oh yeah, you've not got the cloak of displacement, have you?
No.
I got gone.
Yeah. Fucking Morg hated that shit.
Why didn't go
No,
for
well, it
Talons
wasn't
then?
Margit. Oh yes, it was Margit.
Yeah, Margaret did that.
She destroyed his and was trying to get Talon's weak for like fucking.
How about this proposal for you? You try it out, this configuration, and if you don't like it, we'll keep the stuff on us for now. If you don't like it, we can swap back.
Back balls. Alright. I could take Hunger and Grief, but I can't tune to both of them.
Why not?
I've got my book.
Oh yeah,
I've got the plate.
yeah.
Then I can got one left. So I can't have but I
You
can't.
can
And
have
also
both anyway.
They would be temporary because you at some point you will be getting your sword as well.
Can I attune to something that I'm not proficient with?
Yes, but you get any bonus to it.
That's okay.
But
I-
nothing happens when you tune to both Hunger Griefs. I
We
tried
don't-
that
we-
before.
we-
No
No.
one's tried to attune to
I
it.
did.
Yeah.
I tuned when you couldn't tune to both of them. I tried, and you
You
said
couldn't
nothing
tune to both.
happened. I did.
You-
I tuned to
Oh, you
both
tuned to
of them.
both. Oh, you sorry, you tuned to
Yeah.
both of them, yeah. Nothing else happened when you tuned to both of them.
Have you tried hitting a bitch though with them?
We can test it out. I won't be proficient with it, but I can still give it a go.
I say try it.
Yeah.
Little. You'll have 18 AC. You'll be
Right,
fine.
just as an attempt, just to check what happens if I hit with both. If someone wants to play guinea pig for me to hit them,
I'm already attuned to one of them, so I can try
Just
with
give
both.
death ward to someone.
I'll give death one to myself. You can try it on me.
I'll
do a tune
give-
from the place.
I'll give you greed.
Right. See.
I can make a dagger magical.
Nice. How
Someone
many?
else I've got death ward.
I'm kind of using it for myself.
Right,
What
whilst
if
you're
you're missing?
attuning that, I'm going to switch up my attunements because I feel naked.
It's literally like an hour to attune, and then I'm gonna smack Erdan and see what happens.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to attune to something in the meantime because I feel naked.
What's his attunements at the moment?
2 I need.
Okay.
Who you Centaur?
Belt, armor, weapon.
What do you want again?
The ethereal one, tears
Oh,
on
yeah.
What?
Just realised something.
Where's 1 plus 11, 1 plus 12?
I think it's only a +1.
Yeah, it's only a +1.
Green.
There's one's a +1, one's a +2. But it's split +3. Are you going to let him hit you?
Yes.
Are you just going for a normal strike or are you going to try a proper strike?
He's death warded.
Go forward.
I'll go try for a problem.
So just roll, you're going to hit him either way, but roll to see again after 20.
I will not be using my shield, so my AC's
It's going to hit you either way, it's just see again,
Right,
it's correct.
Hunger, greed.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, so it's if you got 20.
So
16 and 5.
Are you using any of the items' abilities or just straight up hitting with the axes?
I'll just straight up hit, see if anything comes with that.
How do you, because you got one axe, one sword, how does this look when Karo does it?
Yeah.
I'll
Shank at the same time would be an axe.
You know what? Because not the usual things I've been trying to hit hasn't really worked for Karo. He's going to try something a bit different.
Okay.
He's going to have the short sword in a back grip. So he's going to come in with the axe and then swing through with the short sword.
So you bring down the axe, kind of grabbing him on the back. It fucking hurts. It did. It cuts through, and the sword comes along like across the chest.
Yeah.
As you do, you move on through. You are standing in like a weird room. Stone floors. A few large and stone pedestals hold up this missing ceiling. You see just dark a void around you. To your left, you see a black door with a white swell. And your right, you see a white door with a black swell. And ahead of you, you see like a kind of raised platform, like a large kind of circular basin, quite large, about 5 feet in width.
Power for the type magic.
Yeah, I mean you detect nothing really. There's no magic. Not even you are sure it was magic.
Do any carvings or anything around?
Make an investigation check for me.
Investigation's not my strong suit. 19.
You look around. All you see is the doors. The door to your left being a black door with a white swirl, and the door to the right being a white swirl, a white door with a black swirl. You look further up and you see that kind of raised pedestal. But no carvings on the steps. Nothing on like these columns that hold this kind of dark void. Nothing else.
Is there anything on the pedestal?
You want to walk up to? You see, yeah, on top of like this kind of raised platform is like this round, kind of like probably like a few feet deep, and it's kind of 5 feet wide in radius. No, yeah, radius. Like just stone disc. You'd have to kind of climb up the pedestal a bit, or up the steps to see what's in it.
I'll go up a couple of steps and see what's in it.
Yeah, you're up, and you look into it. What you see is this 5 foot radius kind of pool of water, maybe a few feet inches deep. It's not very deep at all. It kind of fills it maybe about, well, I'm saying that is like what?
5 inches.
5-6 inches. Yeah, 5-6 inches of like brick, and then in it, probably a few like inches wide as well. Which is this pool that kind of fills the top, or almost the top.
Do I see anything under the water?
Make a perception check.
Is that 13?
You're looking at, you just see like the reflection of yourself.
Is it actually me?
It looks like you, yeah. Nice. Different to what you look normally.
Is it look the way you normally look for some reflection? So is that like proper?
Yeah, it's like a normal reflection.
Yeah. What are the doors made out of?
It looks like it's wooden doors. It looks like it's a bit of standard wood and kind of probably painted white or black with a painted swell in them.
This thing has been mentioned before, yes?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Merchant mentioned it. Doesn't get Erdan. Did he did? Erdan mentioned it.
Yeah, I don't.
Karo go through the door, he remembers the other thing.
Which
was
was
the white one?
White door, black swell.
No, white swell.
Black door, white swell.
Yeah.
You step in towards the door. Open the door. Step on through.
Yeah.
And just feel yourself continuing that motion. You kind of strike into the back of it and kind of slice along his chest. You take some damage here. I'm not going to let one roll damage specifically. But it just takes like 15 points of damage. Probably under on it, but yeah.
And Karo just stops and. Huh.
What's up?
2 doors.
As in.
So yeah.
Huh.
Did you go through them? Out of game, did you go through them as well?
Shh. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. That's right. So that was triggered by you using both of them?
I assume so.
I'm trying to remember what triggered mine, I can't remember.
You were walking through a door. And it just happened. You're walking back into the little secret hidden tower with Celban the first time.
Oh yeah.
And then I'll take my notices was just waiting in the temple. That happened.
Yeah.
Which door did you go through?
White swell.
I think I went through a white door, black skull.
Mine was the dark and the middle, the white on thing. That's what I did.
Black door, white swell, yours was.
Yeah.
And Erdan's was
White door, black
black door, black swell.
Because I chose it for that specific reason.
Are you folks alone when you do
For a
it?
very
Or
specific
is
reason.
anyone else?
It was.
I'll just cross him across the
Okay, so
face now.
who's walked, like, have they walked through the same door?
I think you two have walked through the same door I've walked through.
You were discussing it, and it's what we said before. Karen Motors. I'll double check when it's in a minute, but I think it's right. Karen Motors both walked through the black door of the white swell, and I walked through the white door of the black swell. But I can go back and check to be definite. They're in a different page of my notes. But I think that's right.
Try hitting him again and see if it does the same thing.
Just mad as Erdan. Action to pieces.
Just because you asked this, I will to hit what the abilities on them.
Okay.
See if that does anything different.
I mean, what abilities do you use?
What are they? There's.
You can Hunter's Mark them.
Got life steal or inflict wounds from greed.
You've got Shine
Greed does lifesteal, inflict pain, and greedy strike.
That's just when you roll a net one.
Right. Hunger. Does Hunter's Mark, Raw, and Toss. So I'll do. Hunter's Mark. Hit and do the lifesteal, inflict wounds. Just I use it. I do what you don't. I do what you do in a game where you're not sure. You just bash all the buttons. See what happens.
Are you just going for a normal strike again? Or are you going to
Yeah.
try and like properly hit him?
Yeah, I'll roll safe for crit again.
Oh, you want to strike, because I might have to stand there and take him if you haven't dodge out the way.
No, it's close though. 19.
Just swing on down.
Yeah.
Roll damage for this one, probably.
Okay. So,
Half a little bit.
Second
so
party
you
member to
flip
directly murder Erdan.
inflict wounds is first level, yeah?
Yeah.
So it's 3d10?
3d10.
When did you see inflict wounds?
Stop mashing.
That's right.
Plus a d6 off.
Technically a D8 from your radiant.
Yeah. Not both. That's 10, 15. 26 after specials as well, and then what's the actual weapon damage?
Normal D6. Bleed.
D6 and D8. So it was 26. 30. 37. 43.
3 damage.
Not bad.
Not bad. Was there any special effects that went off when you...
Nope.
I think it's if you land a crit, they fucking explode.
I'll be here sometime.
So you folks had to like describe this room or something. Oh, no, you haven't really, have you?
No, we have. It's
Yeah, I'll describe what I saw.
Okay, so I'm just curious, Matt, if I would have read or heard anything about this.
Make a disadvantage history check.
Okay.
Sorry,
I
religion check.
have a question on this.
Religion check.
But it's, oh,
Because it has been like 2.5 years.
Mhm.
What was his motif? For Varus's?
Didn't really have one. It was mainly just
220s?
roll the damage. Quite high damage. You're going to take a lot of damage. We're going to count every single roll you've made as one attack. How many dice did you roll in before that?
quite a lot.
They rolled 4, so it's 8.
4 times.
But
Okay. And then for a crit damage as well.
Uh-oh.
I'm on standby. I've got healing word.
So Callie's motif, Toleris' motif was mainly metal, swords, armor, killing, dogs, death, pain. He didn't have a specific vibe. He was just.
What about the what was it? The guy who reforged his weapon into these two weapons.
Oh, my god, I forgot.
Corvan?
Corva. Again, he was just like a Planetar or Deva. Doesn't have a specific motif.
That is
That's
cocked.
cocked as fuck, yeah, right. Remember the door?
Oh dear, poor Erdan.
He doesn't really have like a motif. He's again
making
just
holy
an
relics.
angel that form.
But did he have any symbols in his workshop?
He would have had a symbol of I probably Morden. No, yeah, I've got it forward, yeah.
Is Moradin's symbol similar or different from the...
Morden's like a big warhammer, like a big hammer on a handle.
Yeah, let's try the hammer out.
I got
That's
21.
not, I'm about to...
21?
Yeah.
It's not familiar. You don't recognise it.
Okay.
You think maybe you've seen it before somewhere, but you can't.
Okay, what's the disadvantage? Because he probably has disadvantage.
What's your 2 hit points?
Yeah, it's plus 30.
What kind of murder each other?
You need to roll an 11.
What
Punch
are the
Erdan
rest of
day.
you doing while in the middle of your living room?
Yeah, we're
Karo-
taking that to the garden.
Nope, we didn't say that. I'm assuming it's happening in the middle living room.
Why
as
would
you're
I do that in
happy.
the living room?
How would you not do it in the living room?
I'm on standby with healing word.
I'm
I'm
flicking
su-
through my notebook trying to remember stuff.
I'm supervising.
From the crit, that's 93.
93.
Blind.
So Death Ward goes off.
So we now know that Karo can take Erdan out in 2 rounds.
No.
No, that
So
was... No, that
5
was
rounds.
2. Well...
Because it was 2 attacks per round, wasn't it? One feature. It was 4, so 5 rounds. Takes him 30 seconds to kill either.
But I'm on 1 HP.
I'll lay on hands 55.
I've already rolled a dice.
Okay.
It was a crit.
Well, that's
Was it?
Yeah. It'd be 28.
8 damage.
To
Concentrate
who?
for me, Erdan.
No, he got healing up. He got.
Not within
rolled it
time.
for-
Oh no.
Well, I wanted to try out that way.
I'm gonna picture as Erdan goes down and Motor's like, fuck it, I'll die
How
from
much
back.
damage
The
did you
death
say?
wall goes off and he's like, he's still alive.
You
Come
get,
on.
you get my aura.
So
Well, has to be a friendly creature.
There's
You
nothing
just get
in there.
mine.
There's,
this
I'm
is
being
impossible.
friendly to when he gets it. I've done
You
mine.
can have the aura, I'm not gonna.
So 14 is
Yeah, just
DC.
don't roll like a 1 or something, should be good.
My combat save bonus is +3, +5, so 8. So I need to roll a 6.
Essentially.
Wow! Wow! Hold on, hold on.
Is that a D12? No,
It's
it's
not.
not. No, it's not.
I
Sorry.
rolled a 2, but I
thought it
could
was.
use a +5.
Yeah.
You want a +5?
I want a +5.
Sure, you can have +5.
There we go. That should be enough.
What's your plus?
That puts that 2 to a 7. So.
As you're swinging down.
Can you, is that on
the-
saving throws or just ability rolls?
Oh, hang on.
It's on all.
Is that on all rolls?
I'll just check for you.
I'll check that quickly.
I'm pretty sure.
Pretty sure.
Ability check or saving throw?
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, so I can't give it to you.
I know you said you need to get resilience and con. That doesn't help when I roll for crap.
Welcome to my world.
What?
Death save for me.
Healing word.
No, I've just been laid in hands.
I rolled a 1 for injured check.
He laid in hands.
Oh, sorry, yeah. Very good.
And then I will.
I've used 3 of them now today.
We've not even had any combat, official combat.
I used one on
He's
myself
getting
just then
axed
for
and
that
stabbed.
check.
I'm just gonna twat him on the side of the shoulder with it.
Doing any damage or?
Well, no, that.
Oh, that was it.
Quick.
You can like dislocate your shoulder in the process, kind of something definitely sticks out where it shouldn't.
I will.
He's a clerical fan.
I'll go over. Do you want me to put that back into place?
Did anything special happen when I used it?
One moment.
Erdan
I'm going
died.
to cast.
Nelly.
That's
Beacon
not
of
special,
Hope.
That's
not
nothing new.
panic.
That's not special.
I'm going to cast
Yeah.
Beacon of Hope.
If we.
And I'm going to cast
Thanks.
Nothing special happened.
double dice. Mass Cure Wounds at 5th level because that's
Already
88
agreed.
already.
So you're tuning
So
to
that's,
hunger.
64
Yes.
plus 7.
You're tuning to
71
greed.
HP.
Don't like the way you say that.
Let me know when you detune to something.
I'm 4 off max.
Oh, I currently have a free achievement slot, and you mentioned at some point in time that there's like an item that you need to be attuned to that no one wants to.
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
Helm of teleportation.
I can do that.
It would be. Well,
There is one minor downside to that.
he doesn't.
Celban's not seen or been to any of the locations you've been to.
Oh, so it would be useful.
So it would be
It's a risk.
described or seen once or vague. It would not be like
Unless we have material
How
from.
yeah.
Okay, I won't. I
You'd
won't
be a
take
bad
that.
driver.
I won't take that for now. Then.
Anything if you're doing in an hour while Igneous is retuning to hunger?
Something that
Agreed.
Great, I thought it.
while Akrasiel was away, Karo would have just been like looking at the letter he got and just having his tail swing back and forth, his top one just hangs off it.
Yeah.
Good
So-
news or bad news?
Make a stab save off them.
Sure.
16.
Private?
Doesn't fly.
Not really.
Thank God there's no sharp edges around the place.
Did he get something flying off?
No, he got
I'm not-
16, he's holding on.
Yeah, I'm not
He's
whipping
like
me tail.
Fucking 2 months old, he can't grip things yet, he's just lying on top of
Actually,
it.
Babies
no.
are very good at
Babies have
gripping
very
onto
good
things.
grip.
Well, I decide he's a fucking wolf, so he doesn't.
But he's been chewing on me tail most of the time, so just hang
true.
off.
Actually,
He's got
too much-
great tooth
I-
strength. Got great jaw strength. Your tail's fucked.
Actually.
He's half wolf, half person. I don't fucking know how this shit works. I'm improvising. I'm a half wolf person.
Married to.
Yeah, the guy, I can't remember the guy's name, but they get introduced. It's in the
Could be
book
a great
somewhere.
program.
Hmm?
Could be a very program. Can't remember the guy's name, but somewhere.
Karo, I said Karo remember Adam doesn't
Sure,
remember
I
shit.
remember. What's his name? Carol had a lot of head injuries recently.
Yeah.
Like fucking
Good for you,
amnesia or
man.
something.
I'm glad they're safe.
It needs to be seen.
I'm assuming an hour's gone by because no one said they were doing it.
Yeah. Oh, well, I was really.
Caro, Igneous, wisdom saving throws for me, please. At disadvantage.
Oh no, what now?
Is it from a magical source?
Yes, you're gonna have a straight roll. You both have straight rolls.
Alright.
No ors though.
Well, that's added into my thing.
Just take off 3. Your charisma. Because technically.
So it's a plus.
No, you're all right. You're always fine.
Good. Wisdom save?
Is this?
That went. It was leaning over 20 and then more back.
That's
So it's
14.
14. Okay.
12.
6. Cool. You neither notice anything. I just need to know your entangled wisdom.
I didn't have to raise them last time we tuned to both from the tunes.
No, you didn't. So it's happened since then now.
Curious.
Where did you get them from?
Get what from?
These weapons.
Reforged from the evil sword.
Oh, okay. So yeah.
Oh, I think I know. I think I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah.
Can we go see the magic item man now?
Everyone's like bleeding in the corner, scarred. His wounds are closed, but he's still covered in his own blood.
Yeah, let's go do that.
Just like behind it, that hammer, like.
I would like one of you to roll me a D100, please.
Sure, I'll do that.
Thank you, Jason. Very much appreciated.
7.
Oh,
You can see that by this day.
Yeah.
7.
Thank you very much.
did someone just do a DA?
Nope.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think someone's getting cursed or possessed.
So daisies. So, go to Mandos.
Is my soul gonna get eaten by another great big eldritch deity thing?
Go to Mandos.
Going to Mandals.
Yep.
Because there's gonna be 3 of them fighting over it now.
Suddenly I feel like we should all stick together.
Actions will have consequences, shows up on the screen.
The world will remember.
dot 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 will remember this. So, you make your way to Mandor's Magical Goods. Step 1 for Celban, the first time you see a shop, you see what looks to be a normal shop front. Quite a big, kind of, 2-3 story building. You can't really see through the windows, they're kind of like just blacked out windows. Quite a tall oak wooden door, and just above the door you see like several scratch marks with like horns have rubbed across it. But everything you see is hanging on like a sign, rocking back and forward in the wind, is a normal, wooden sign. And on it, what you see is what looks to be 2 horns, and then kind of shooting between them is like a ray of magic that kind of sparkles out and makes the words Mandor's Magical Goods, and just keeps doing that on repeat.
Oh, that's cool.
I love Mandor.
I hope he doesn't die.
He has plot armor.
Does he? One person has plot armor.
I know. I want to know who it is.
Alright.
Then we can use them as a meat shield.
Go inside.
Delicious.
Step inside, and you feel like you feel like a shift. Like you're not in the same place you were. And you look around, and you see what looks to be a pretty basic magical shopfront. Shelves of magical items, kind of cabinets filled with them as well. In the very centre, you see this kind of pedestal with this kind of tall stone sculpture standing on it. You see kind of rows and rows of other magical items kind of hanging on things, and like a long glass counter, and more items inside. A kind of set of pair of curtains in like a back room behind the counter, and sitting behind it, you see this tall Minotaur figure. 2 large pointed horns, a kind of small set of glasses wearing like purplish magical robes, just kind of like scraping this kind of strange multicoloured gemstone, kind of cutting away like it's made of like rubber or something. Just kind of move to a different part of it, just kind of slowly sculpting it into something.
Okay. Do I recognise what the gemstone is at all?
Yeah, I'm not sure, never seen it before.
Ooh, interesting. What is that?
Greetings.
Hi, Mandor.
Oh, you're back. I'm sorry.
Hello, I'm Celban.
Celban, Centaur. Interesting, very intriguing. Which is nice, kind of it's a flash of like purple inside. Very intriguing. Apologies. Mandor, pleasure to meet you. Is Motus with? You're back. Again, puts that same thing in the box.
Yeah.
So, did you take interest in these items I offered you? Of course, there were minor additions around you could have, but these 4 I specifically thought would be interested to know before all of you to have.
They seem interesting, at least to some people, so.
I have questions.
Yes, you can ask away.
Is there a guild of artifice here?
I believe there might be somewhere, but I'm not too sure. Not really that there probably will be one somewhere.
Are you affiliated with them?
No, I'm not in charge.
Good, we can be friends.
Okay. I will tell you where this guild is then.
No, it's okay. I got kicked out.
Oh, I see. Sounds the rest of you. Any of these items I have spark interest in you?
Maybe you were the one who was particularly
I want
interested
the disco ball.
in that, yes.
You need the amulet.
But I want the disco ball.
You'd get like 52 HP.
You could get both.
I can't afford both. I can't
Yeah, you
attune
can.
to both.
No, they're both of my achievement.
Pardon?
Both achievement. They are both achievement.
Yeah.
Well,
I can't afford both.
yeah, you can.
No, I can't. How much gold do you think I have?
It's not about the gold.
How much of it stashed away?
See, that we're not talking about.
Igneous has enough money to raise a small country. Just
I
tucked in the corner somewhere.
I actually only have 5,000
Just
gold.
wait till tax season comes in, guys.
We have to pay taxes?
At the end of the year, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's getting close to that.
How genuine are you being right now?
Yeah, I will
We're
deduct
gonna
it from the. Yeah, I will have this as a candle hole. But
Thank you,
you
Susan.
live in the city, you have to pay tax.
Ugh.
It's based off your income, so someone better fucking kept track of everything they purchased over the year. Otherwise, ooh.
Ooh,
Yeah,
tax evasion.
the VAT, the high IRS are going to be involved.
Isn't tax on purchase included in the purchase price?
In most countries, yeah. Not in this fancy world, I make up. No, don't worry about that.
We have an American system where they don't include VAT in the display price.
Unless you guys want to add the tax expansion to the game, I'm not going to make you worry about
I've
taxes.
Thank you.
rolled 3 7s. I'm gonna do 100.
Good for you.
I don't know why.
I rolled.
See, I may only have 5,000
I rolled a
gold,
7 as well.
but I do have
4.
Roll 100.
12 magic items that require
Is that
attunement.
cocked? That's a 96.
Those are all mine.
I'm recharging.
No, I was wondering how high everyone got. So,
I want to do it now.
sure, we're all rolling different bits of time.
17.
17, okay.
But
So
almost
we'll
7.
be right back
I
with
don't
our
have a
podcasting.
matching set. How do I not have a matching set? That's what I get for not organising my dice.
God,
anymore.
Rebecca.
I know I'm the worst.
Yeah.
Aha! Matching set. 73.
Wow, weirdly a lot of 70s and noughts.
Sevens.
And what, 7s? 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7.
I
Number
don't
places.
want to sell my stuff.
Mando stands there going, well, can I interest you in any of these items?
I want to buy them all.
No,
But
very well. That
I
will
can't.
cost you
Andor, I can't afford them all.
21,500 gold.
Yeah, I can't afford them.
Oh,
Do you have anything that is locked that you can't open?
no.
Yeah.
Well, not technically, but I will sort that.
I could try and open it for you.
Okay. Just kind of pulls out a small box.
Because I have a keyhole in it.
Is
So
it
I've
that-
got one of my artificer infusions is based on one of the magic keys, which is
Yeah.
a 1 in 20 chance to unlock something.
Sure.
So I'm just going to say
Take
20.
number 2, okay, 20, yeah.
So 9. So it doesn't work. So it doesn't fit it.
No, okay.
Is it magic?
I don't know, the box.
Do you want me to try and pick it?
No. Last time
I'm
I
not
tried
allowed
to
very
pick it,
similar
it didn't
key.
go well. Yeah. What number?
It was 19.
Okay. Yeah, no. I have to pick number 2, 1, 20 first.
I'll go with 17. 19.
No, it's not happens again, doesn't fit, too small.
My policy.
That one was too big, that one was too small. The one was just right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put this back.
What's in the box?
Yeah, I found this on the street somewhere.
Where?
Oh, years ago. In Giant Hall.
Well, I can do that once a day. So if you want it unlocked, if you leave it with me in about a month, or if I come back over a month's time, it'll probably be unlocked statistically.
Okay, sure. No, that's fine with me.
I just like finding out what's in things.
Cool. What's inside you is the important question.
I'm going to take off my arm
Oh, my.
and put it in front of him. Go, you can have a look if you want.
I'm fine, thank you.
So it's not an arm. I've taken off and it's kind of like the robotic kind of
Winter Soldier.
steampunk thing.
Again, not much of a tinkerer myself, more of an enchanter.
Oh, okay then. Inside of me is flesh and bone.
I would hope so. But yeah, any of these items pique your fancy?
I have been informed that I must Buy the amulet of help.
You said you need the amulet.
Same difference.
For 5,000 gold.
Is that what he said the first time?
You weren't there the first time?
I wrote it down.
How much did
You
you
were
say?
there the first
How
time?
much did you just say?
5,000 gold. He looks at you. I'm joking, it's 4,000 gold.
Thank you.
It was 4,000. Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to sell my stuff.
Me neither, but we have to make a living somehow.
I've got some spare cash if you don't have enough.
I have enough.
Oh, okay
I
then.
just want more.
Well,
Who's got greed again?
well, hold on, Iggy. Let's think about it. You have a bunch of musical instruments that you never use.
Do not ask me to sell my instruments.
I'm going to have a coffee in the back room while you discuss this. So.
Thank you, Mandor.
I'm just going to go wait.
Okay. Don't sell them.
Thank you. Right. Amulet of health. 4,000 gold. Stop me dying.
It will
I'm-
literally help.
If I'm not dead, I can make sure other people will continue to be not dead.
You don't sound happy about this.
I'm not happy about this.
This seems counterintuitive.
What do you mean?
You say that you don't want to die, yet you sound sad. Do you want to die?
Not,
You see my done nodding along as well.
not exactly. I don't want to die.
This sounds deep, complicated, and personal.
Really?
Should I back off?
No?
Oh, I don't get it. Please elaborate.
Iggy wants the ball of light.
Well, yes. First of all, I don't have enough money for it. I actually don't have enough money for it. And secondly, I don't want to spend money because I plan to use this money elsewhere.
That 150 HP though.
I've got 108. That's enough. That's enough. If something hits me,
Think of your saving throws for your for your spells. Concentration checks.
And for your injury checks. Though, with the amount, to be fair. Yeah. Well,
It'll help.
what?
So reading the thing you sent me before.
Yeah.
Be able to adapt to unusual situations and be willing to follow unusual instructions without any question. without question when unnecessary.
When necessary.
When necessary, sorry.
What is this?
Job advert. If someone doesn't respond to it properly, I know that they're not the right person for the
God.
job. That's why I've done it that way. It is deliberate. It's also funny.
Well, yes, seriously, Braxton.
I mean, I'm full up on achievement slots.
Me. I only have 2,000 gold now.
Oh no!
No, wait,
Me
that's
too.
wrong. I have 800 gold.
Oh, that's significantly less. There are plenty of banks where gold's just sitting there not being used. Just saying.
Karo just stands there with it. That's over 18 gold.
You're a person after my own heart.
Maybe Celban could use the Mando's ball of light.
Yes, I currently have space for another magic item.
Not the money though.
I have around 1,900 gold with me.
How much is the ball of light?
5,000 gold.
I don't have that money.
Do I deattune from greed, which I use ish, or the Reveler's Concertina, which gives me a +2 to my spell saves.
What's the other one?
Spellguard Shield.
Is that a +2 AC?
Yeah. The Spellguard, yeah. +2 to AC, advantage on spell effect, saves against spell
So
effects.
it's +2 shield.
Yeah. Plus advantage against spells, attacks and saves. And magical effects.
And the Constantine is giving you a +2 to your saving throw as well.
To my spell saves.
To your spell saves.
Yeah.
That's a difficult choice.
So I might deattune from greed and give it to someone else who wants it.
To be fair, don't you usually dual wield the rapier and dagger?
I switch it up if
Ah.
someone's attacking not with magic. Like during the orcs, I wasn't being attacked with magic, so
Ah,
I'd
okay.
switched out the shield and I was dual wielding them.
Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm not dropping the shield, it is way too useful.
Yeah.
And I'm way too squishy to not have that +2 to AC. Can anyone use a short sword?
I would say, honestly, what are you attuning to right now?
I've got my book, hunger, and the armour.
That's pretty good. Is there anybody else that could use short swords? Don't you have 2 attacks?
Yes.
I say you take it because like
I-
you might need to melee somebody one day, and it's got inflict wounds added onto it and lifesteal.
That could be useful.
It's more of a backup of haha.
I tend to turn myself into a punchy mode suit of armour and use my hands to hit instead of that because I don't have very high to hits with like strength attacks.
It's a
But
short sword,
I
isn't
think
it?
as an artificer, can't you any weapon that's magical you can turn into intelligence?
I don't think so. Not this artificer anyway. I'll have a look around.
Why are you the...
I can't remember. I remember one of them doing it.
I'm the armourer.
Yeah, me neither. I remember someone doing that with intelligence. I just can't remember what it was.
I basically attack with my intelligence, but we're only with my suit of armour as far as I'm aware.
Does Zathara use short swords?
Zathara, she shoots the dagger. She's not in the... double check if it's that one. You could, yeah, I mean, she probably would use it. She did seem pretty capable of most weapons.
Vanadium.
Hawthorne, that'd be fine.
Considering if I have to make a save or
You don't know.
You don't know that.
We don't know that. It might not even deattune. That might have been what that was. It might be like Ellis.
Well, you should try and attune to it to see how it feels with the amulet.
Yeah, marshalling some weapons. She has currently the dagger browsers.
You also could you have a +2 rapier.
Yeah.
And
I've got Mulag as well still.
yeah, so I think you're fine.
Yeah.
Like
Maybe I'll just keep it on me for now. Ask if Zathara wants it, and if not, I'll put greed in the bag of holding.
Yeah.
And attune to the amulet of health as we walk along. I won that disco ball.
I love Dr. Pepper.
What's just happened?
got his addiction. So he got a hit.
It's just something in the bag holding eating something. What are you looking at?
+4 con.
Oh, I think I know what's gonna happen. It's greed.
Yeah. What about greed?
You know what? I'm not gonna say.
yeah, when I tried to attune to weapons, it told me to fuck off.
So?
I was the one that fucking killed him.
Yeah. I helped. What's your point?
I don't think it likes me.
Are you implying the weapon is sentient?
Probably.
Vaguely.
I mean, it did tell me not you
Do
Is
you
that when
think
you
it can
attune to
do
it,
so?
or when you attune to both?
when I tuned to both.
So you could attune to one?
Yeah, I've been using longer.
Yeah. Do you want greed back? Oh, you're happy with your items, aren't you?
I am, but I also don't mind having the short sword. I don't mind trying out both of them again. What happens?
What do you mean?
That might be Battlesmith that gets the intelligence.
If people don't mind, I'll kind of tune to both of them.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Yeah, when you Battlesmith, when you attack with a magic weapon, you can use your intelligence modifier.
Yeah, it's not the type I am.
50 HP.
Yeah.
I'm much
What
more.
hurt me?
Huh?
Something hurt me. 6.
Oh,
Someone-
You got
Cathra
punched.
punch, yeah.
Cathra punch.
If I get 150 HP,
Yeah.
how does it feel? I have 157.
But sword.
You have sword.
That sword.
You have a sword.
Yeah,
So
no,
you're
you're
not,
right.
Quick favour,
Using
Adam.
a shield.
Can you pass me the page with the Torzarash, please? In your notes? Because I can't find the garage yet. I used to be there somewhere.
I've kept on my
Is it on
shields.
there? I thought I saw something there. Oh no, there's some on town for Torzarash.
Yeah.
Just pass the page over.
There we go. You haven't spread it for a while.
Thank you.
It's true we haven't spread it for a while.
So, what are you
Can't
using?
think what
Like
the
shield and
exact
armor
level.
wise?
The
I don't know, I think it was 1% on town or 5%. Thank you very much. Sorry,
the
We just murdered Talon.
No. I think.
So you're taking the sword out of the bag?
What?
You put the sword in the bag.
Yeah, I asked for it.
Yeah, I'll give it to you now.
As you take the sword out of
For
the bag,
God's sake.
coating the top of it is ash.
Oh shit, it's pulling them back.
Some may say 8% of ash of a creature that's quite large have been inside Igneous' bag. It's not covering the sword. I couldn't remember it was Igneous' bag or your bag, but you put them in Igneous' bag. Because I have to check your page.
Yeah, I hid it in there.
Yeah, because I didn't.
You hid it in there, so they couldn't find it in your bag. So you put it after searches came through. You put it in that bag.
Alright, Celban is going to ask why everyone is staring at this. And what
Mando's just like,
Sorry, Mando.
I don't know what's going on. But if you're going to fuck with extra dimensional places, please not in an upper dimensional place.
Yeah.
But feel free to buy any items, of course. Just
Wait, why haven't our bags of holding exploded?
Oh, they're protection. It don't. No, yeah, they're not going inside.
We'll go.
It's complicated. Don't worry.
We'll go. Thank you, man.
You can also purchase an item if you want to. We still have the oil of sharpness here, or the magnifying the spyglass or my ball.
I think after the show time keep hold of them, we'll be back.
Well, I can't guarantee them, so
That's fine.
I can maybe put one on reserve. Maybe one of them.
Iggy really wants the ball.
I will hold the ball
Yeah,
for a certain amount of time. Unless someone comes and asks me for something very specific.
that's fine.
Just wait until I have more gold.
So you put it like in the back room.
Thank you, Nando.
Thank you, Mando.
And of course, remind me he has on hold, so I forget.
You can make magic items, right?
Yes.
You want to sell to Mando?
You don't last.
I mean,
It's not.
These make don't last.
It's just like on the tip of it.
the ones I can boot quickly.
Just
don't
kinda
last,
like
but I
coat
can
the
just
blade.
make them.
Yeah.
It's not a lot, but it's definitely noticeable. There's like a dark ash kind of around it.
Can I scrape it off?
You try to. Make a strength check.
Is that a magical effect?
It's an action of the hit you're taking. You
Whatever
try
it is, I can't do it.
scrub and it's just not budging.
Fuck it. On the way back, I'll try and attune to both.
Okay, wait for that.
Okay.
You still on Mandos?
No, he asked us not to mess around whilst in his shop, so I looked left his shop before I started messing around again.
Yeah.
You left.
What's the dust on that handle?
Dead people ash.
It's on a blade.
You don't know what.
I think I can put two and two together. I assumed that it teleported. I didn't think that it was in my bag. I just thought it had summoned 8%.
Hey, just give me the chalice.
Yeah, the ash isn't like normal ash. It's like a dark black ash.
Yeah.
Black and grey ash, not like normal ash. It's fucking weird.
I'm not going to assume it's rankings.
Or just general dust. It's,
Yeah. Cool. I'll try and attune to both on the way back.
Is this a bad thing?
Probably.
Probably.
Potentially.
Should we fix this now?
That's what I'm
I
doing.
think that's what we're trying to do.
I'm trying to find out what happened.
Maybe not a good idea.
I'm gonna
We
try
control
a
the
little bit.
city.
I'm gonna tap the blade and do protection me if I'm good on it.
That happens.
Fuck,
Not
never
creature.
mind.
Cash.
You touch it, you cast a spell, but don't. That happens.
Just looking at
We'll
it.
walk out. Fine, I'll walk outside the city.
Looking at it with detect magic and see invisibility into your plane.
No. The tech magic just comes up as the item.
Yeah.
The ash itself comes up magical.
I mean, Erdan
Okay.
says to be following
But
you
in
just
the
in
area,
case.
The ash comes up as magical.
Yeah, it's magical ash.
Are you telling
I'm
me?
gonna.
Yeah.
on
I
the-
will say that.
It's always
fine.
magical. It's demon ash.
Yeah, by the time I leave,
I'm going to
By the
cast
time
the
I-
spell magic specifically on the ash. Nothing?
But I'm gonna tune to it while walking out of the city and make sure that I tune to it when I leave.
You can have to place it outside the city for like an hour or so to choose. How close to the city are you going to do this?
I have no idea where I'm going, so I'm just following these books.
Okay. That'll take you, how long will it take you to walk 3 miles? So, 20 minutes, half an
About an hour.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I can think of, yeah.
Yeah.
During that hour, I'm going to try from the book remove curse.
No, podcast. Mark of John. At this point, it's probably fitting to say the sun has set, and the moon has now begun to, the fragments of the moon have now begun to take sky. Yeah, you arrived, and I got the time wrong because the time difference is you arrived
Pretty,
in the afternoon, because you rested until the evening there, so you jump backwards, not forward in time. So it's now, that's 9:34. But yeah, the sun is setting while you're in Mandos, and now the moon is not high in the sky, but it's lit by moonlight, especially by the time you walk out after about an hour. It's now maybe, and it's winter as well, so it's probably 6, 7 o'clock. It's pretty dark. Maybe you can sit
Bad
down,
feeling about this.
attune to the sword. Do you try and attune to it?
Mm-hmm.
Make me a wisdom check.
Check.
And I can make a charisma.
That's a 1.
Would you like to reroll?
Yeah.
Okay.
That would be 21 altogether.
21.
Wait, what type of thing was a check?
Ability
You
check.
can add.
I think I can give you a +5. This seems a
Yeah, I'm.
Yeah, you can add an
I would
ability
like to
check.
give you a +5 from that.
So 26.
6.
I know it's too late for this one, but I am going to inspire.
You can do it because you don't know the outcome yet.
Okay.
I'll say you can do it first. You know, imagine we'll do it.
D10.
D10.
Oh wow.
I'll guidance you.
Yeah, I'll pass the go on that.
I can do it for free.
Extra
You
4.
Cast 8 on yourself.
No, I couldn't.
That
I
doesn't
judged
help.
myself in the mirror. So that was an extra 3 from me.
Wait, what's that?
Calisius dies.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
What's the total?
33.
3. Should be difficult.
Silvery Babs.
You can't see.
It's not going to be difficult.
Uh-oh.
He's the god of Sylvie, well, you can't do it to him.
You attune to the sword.
Both.
Open up your eyes.
Yeah.
There's nobody else around. You're just in the field on your own still. The moon is now at its apex.
Should have fucking disintegrated it. In the city in the distance, lights on.
Yeah, it's still there in the distance.
I'll get up and start walking towards it.
Take a step.
Yeah.
A light goes up.
Michael, like, is it like the fucking Michael Jackson thing? I'll take a step back. Did the light come on?
No. In fact, yeah. The light will come back on in the distance.
Visions. I'm not staying out here. I'm gonna start just walking towards it.
The city?
Yeah.
Lights start to go out. And after like a few minutes, it's not just the lights that are going out. You look up towards the moon, and these once kind of glowing white and silver fragments of moon still have this glow, but little bits are glowing black.
Hmm. Oh wow.
You keep walking.
Yeah.
Keep walking. And again, the moon grows darker and darker and darker. And you see, in the distance, a figure. Hard to determine what they are from this distance, but they look male, short, black hair. Just kind of like looking around.
I'll walk up to him.
Near close, and they look to be humanoid. Pointed ears, quite rounded features, and they're wearing like just tattered clothes. Like a simple pair of trousers, a simple pair of boots. A little look around.
What are you doing out of the city?
I do not know. I'm so. Where am I?
Outside Saradilia. But I'm pretty sure this is a vision, so you might not even be real.
I've never been to Ceradelia before.
So, what are you doing here?
I don't know. I just started walking and everything was going dark and.
Yeah, same here. Where exactly are you from?
I don't recall.
Name?
They think to themselves. I don't know. I've been thinking. I don't remember a name. I remember a phrase.
Sure.
The Valiant?
I mean, do you ring a bell for me?
Someone just called me the Valiant.
This shows how much Moses is actually given a fuck. Name sounds familiar. This is the dude that fought Sorcerers and died the first time, fucking putting him in the effigy or whatever the fuck.
On the Black Brigade?
Yeah.
The Valiant was familiar to one of the titles, the one of Kelmore. In fact, it's the one Talon descends from. Heris the Valiant. I had a friend with me. I had two friends. We were together years ago in a battle, not in Ceradelia, but where we were fighting.
Probably south of here.
Yes, south, southern somewhere.
Clanman.
That name sounds familiar.
Drizzy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, my god helped make something. The estragus?
Yeah. You stole some content.
Yes. Yes, we did.
Yeah, the con got free. And then he got promptly disintegrated.
Good.
I don't know how the hell you're in here, but I think he probably killed you.
I don't know where here is.
I think, like, metaphorically speaking, we might both be stuck in this sword. Swords, weapons, I'll hold both of them up.
They're not there. Instead, in your hand is a giant greatsword.
Oh, this fucking thing.
I remember it.
Yeah.
I remember the wielder.
Yeah, big fucking Titanic dude. Yeah.
Yes. He wielded it. He called us something.
Food.
No. A name. I do not remember.
The sword was called Sorcerer.
Yeah, I mean, that is true. The sword is Sorcerer.
Perhaps something along those lines? Bringers of sorrow?
You got a light brigade.
Yes.
And I think considering that it's just me and you here, probably some bullshit's gonna happen because there's a really angry god that came back.
Kalashtar's returned.
Yeah, he did.
Then our efforts were for nothing.
Yeah, it's only the blew up a moon.
Fool.
Technically, I'm not lying.
Your name, what was your name?
Which one?
I have the same question for myself. Any, the one you prefer the most?
Probably Moses right now.
Moses, it is a pleasure. My name. What is my name?
I'll say his name too.
No, it's not.
later?
No, it's taller.
Whatever you are.
You watch as black ichor starts pouring out of the mouth.
Yeah, my buddy.
You watch as the form starts to shift, like bone cracking, kind of rising up, almost growing a few feet. Kind of muscle starts bulging as well. The form shifts and changes into a dark-looking creature. You watch as this happens, just like a silhouette appear on the floor of this figure that just stood there. And you see a figure standing in front of you. Dark grey skin, two piercing red eyes, a completely shaved head. You. You brought me back.
Probably. It just means we get to beat you down again.
No. No, you don't, not you. I'm not talking to you.
Oh.
Why? How? After those I killed. I see now.
At least one of us does.
Almost completely knowing, you stares off towards the moon, and you see this flash in the sky, as it was striking the ground behind you. And you look back. If you look back,
Very briefly.
you see standing in the distance a figure, an heavily armored figure with a set of watery wings, standing in the background.
I'll just like shift so I can see both of them.
This figure is just a silhouette miles away, or miles, but a fair distance away.
Body of yours? You?
That I do not know. I do know one thing.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of get closer towards you. I have been waiting a long time.
You have?
Kind of reaches out his hand towards the sword.
Back up.
And just keeps reaching. He's going to attempt to grab it unless you want to try and like resist.
I mean, I'm gonna move back. He ain't getting my hand on.
He will step forward and just try and like.
Yeah, no, I'll little pick back around him.
No.
Start getting a clicker. Clever girl.
It's cocked as fuck. You just grab it. Ooh. 27 to be trying to grab it. Maybe a dex check or a.
Athletics.
Yeah.
27. No.
Kind of grips the sword.
No.
Kind of pulls it off of your hand. I have been waiting for this.
You have. That's pretty fucking, rude to take someone's weapon from them.
He places it in the ground. Yes, I see now. Soon, when the blade falls, you will know.
God, I hope to take all of them.
He swings the sword around, points it directly towards you, and you watch as it slowly begins to burn from the tip down.
Borrowing something, are we?
No. You sure it's something else?
You're very cryptic and this is bullshit. You know it's gonna end up in a fibre, you get resurrected and then you end up getting put down.
No, I can't, can I? You destroyed me.
Yeah, technically I did. I did.
Severed my soul.
I told you to get the fuck out of my town. And you didn't. I feel
I
like
did
that.
not.
I feel like that was a fair warning.
I am a warrior, death in combat, while I'm enraged by your victory. It is better than an alternative. I'm sure you'll be seeing others again soon.
I guess why even bother coming back if you got the death
I
you
don't
wanted?
know.
You want to be serving the moon cult again?
I had to deliver something. Hannah looks up towards the moon.
Are you gonna be serving him again?
No. My time is done. Allies rise, when the darkness falls. And with that, you can open your eyes. You're still holding both swords. The ash drifts off the blade. Karo.
Could he still see the winged guy in the distance?
Very, very briefly, yeah.
I'm gonna look at both and be like, well, that was some fucked up dream. He drugged me.
What?
You had
What?
a vision?
No one drugged you. Maybe, other than the magic.
What did you see?
See, this is why you should have invited House. Anyway, I think Toleros is back.
Great.
How is that possible? We destroyed his soul,
No, I didn't destroy his soul, I tethered it to the material plane.
but then you killed him.
Yeah,
Which destroys his soul?
no. He's still out there, it's just that he had no means of getting back because he was dust.
So he is back?
Seems to be a little bit. Although a lot different.
Cause we're looking at that straight thing, yes or no, I'm gonna do commune from the book and just say, is Sorcerer resurrected?
You were to get back. Can I flick through the pages and it kind of shows you a story of a godlike figure, and when its general failed the task, it severed its soul and recycled it into fuel.
What does the book say?
It's showed me a story of a god whose general failed and they were recycled as some sort of fuel.
Well,
He's probably not back.
he's at least conscious.
What did he tell you?
A bunch of different stuff, you're gonna have to be a wee bit more specific.
Anything important or relevant?
I really don't like listening to people just chatter on. I'm gonna be honest with you. It seems to be a theme for them. They're like, oh, I'm super evil. And it's like, okay.
Good night.
Second question,
Mhm.
do the weapons hunger and greed pose any threat to Silly Bowlers?
You look through. The page flips again.
Other than what?
That's not what you asked.
Yeah, that's not what
And
you
you just see an image of a battle with like a cleric being maimed by swords. Technically, yes. Is the answer to that. But apart from that, it flips again, and you know, it looks to be a sword. It's almost like the image rocks back and forward with a double-bladed sword.
I'm not entirely sure that he's actually still under Calisius. He said allies will rise when the darkness falls.
Did this fuck?
Religion or history check on prophecy? Religion check on prophecies. Does that ring a bell? Oh wow, that's a good roll. That is 25.
There's one fucking giant prophecy that
Yeah.
I remembered. Of.
Oh yeah.
The
The
Ithic prophecy.
The Ithic prophecy.
Which, when the dark moon rises, that's when places that are strongest. One of the final stages of that.
But I'm also slightly confused because he might be Talon's ancestor. I don't know. Maybe it was just a deception, but it was more like.
I think that'll be the trigger for the rise of the undead army.
Yeah, but he said.
Allies will rise, like
Oh,
undead,
yeah.
when the darkness falls.
I mean, that's not new information. That's not any use to us. Couldn't it be more use
on not being under the big moon guy, perhaps there was some sort of demon deal where you are mine until you die, and he technically died.
It could also be the fact that I severed the connection to the abyss.
Are you thinking that not even Galicius can fix that?
In the past he seems to be able to move shit with the wand, but he doesn't seem to be able to powerful enough to actually combat it.
Okay.
Last question. It's free for communism.
Yeah.
Last question. Was a member of the Light Brigade responsible for that vision?
Ooh. The book flips to a set of like pictures with hand drawn. And what it shows is a angel engaged in a fight. The angel dies. Its soul passes on into an afterlife. But its afterlife is different. It seems to show resemblances of what killed them. And then the page flip again. And you see what looks to be someone in a dream, just dreaming. And something forces itself in and almost takes control of the dream. We're gathering yes and no.
So, with that finished, the big silver wings that come out from Karo's back when he uses to commute from the book and the glaze of the silver eyes fade away. Seems that
And you're on fire. Oh.
Wait, Moses is on fire?
It's in the message.
the vision seems to have been partly from the Light Brigade and partly from something else.
Sometimes when heroic beings die, in storybooks anyway, they bind themselves in some sort of heroic sacrifice to trap something. My brain is thinking, we're seeing a mixture of two things. Maybe there's someone in there, keeping his soul away, or something. I'm not sure.
Well, didn't the Deva that forged the weapons, he had to purify the sword first?
I'm pretty sure I just saw you in that vision as well.
Really?
Well, yeah, you just, the same set of wings on a shadowy figure that went off into the distance behind me when I was speaking with him.
Who owned that book before you?
I can't remember what species it was. Cleric of Bahamut by name of Paladin.
Well, are the wings related to you or the book?
It's both in a sense.
Oh, that doesn't help them.
I'm sure it'll work itself out in time.
Snake words. Should remember everyone dies.
The moon blows up again.
The moon fixes itself and then the sun explodes and everyone dies when the moon's man.
So we didn't see anything when Motus disappeared.
No, you was tuned to it and then you stopped tuned to it.
Okay.
You're now tuned to both things.
Erdan?
No.
Oh, come on.
You do watch as the ash just drifts off into the distance.
I'm gonna try and catch some.
Oh, little vibe from here.
I'll take
Down
this.
as well.
You were keeping this safe before. Would you like it back?
What do you mean?
Drop the shields.
It just appeared on the sword.
Oh, it came from your bag.
No,
So-
the sword came from my bag.
Yes.
You're not attacking it. Oh, you
But I assumed it was in your bag
You're not
beforehand.
attacking it,
What are you
it's
doing?
I mean, I don't think
I'll
so.
just
Karo?
figure it out. I'll just be like,
I just assumed this appeared on the sword. Like,
Well, pay attention, Motus is trying to hit me.
Roll your d8.
Yep.
Please.
it'll be fine.
1.
You get 1% of that ash back.
Okay.
The other 7% drifts off into the moon set.
I think whatever we did was probably a positive thing. Probably best to put these away and not next to the ashes of that demon.
mhm.
Because I'm not
I'm
entirely
gonna take out a small jar.
Yeah, good idea. Why were there demon ashes in my bag?
I have no idea.
Insight check.
Second's not great, but last time I rolled it, I got a
I
20.
mean, that's a 20 on insight for me.
14.
23 on a nat 20.
A big
I'll say my
bold
story.
face lie.
What's that?
The ash in a jar. I'll give it back to you.
Jar.
Please don't put random
Swords.
things in my bag without telling
Sword
me.
and axe back then. Yeah. And I'll be a chains of the other sword.
Maybe you got the sword and axe back.
Both of them.
Yeah. Unless somebody else is going to be using them. I've got a big hammer that I like. I'm like fucking crushing people's heads in.
We could give these weapons to an ally of ours.
Mm.
I mean,
it might be fitting for Talon, but I would not go that far.
These seem like they have unintended effects and consequences on them.
Mhm.
I recommend we keep them within some form of sight.
maybe, but yeah, I mean,
If one of the big bad
you've
generals
got your
is partly
executioner
alive.
sword and now your warhammer. You've got your
Radiant Sting.
you've got radiant sting and a bunch of other stuff. I don't.
You know, chop off the head with the left, smash it on the way down.
Iggy is full up on stuff that are arguably more useful.
Mm. Arguably, not even an argument.
So, weapon wise, Karo's got Radiant Sting, and that's basically it.
I've got a +2 rapier.
Yeah, I've got the Soul Stabber, which no one's ever used.
What does it do?
It's a +1 to attack and bonus, or +3 if you
It's not even
attack
a
without if you attack them and sneak attack. Right,
In
if you don't
addition,
know
where you get a
unaware.
creature unaware is a critical hit, and it's not attunement.
It's great for some form of stealth mission without having to maybe an ally, just super stealthy with sneak attack. Reduce that.
Or you know somebody with psychic blades.
Yeah.
Or you know
I'll
divine
pass it to
smite.
you.
I'll pass you greed.
Or you know divine smite.
Or hunger. Would you prefer greed or
Ethereal
hunger?
in. Then
Either or, it doesn't matter.
Well, it might
I'm
not be
sick
obvious.
of it. I'm
It's
sick
very
of
flash.
it.
yeah, I know, but they don't know where when it's.
Yeah, but I'll give
Yeah,
you one
sure.
of them.
I'll take
So it's
it.
like
No,
you're like no.
I've got the rest of the ash in my bag, I'm not risking it.
I've got a bag of holding with
Have
not
an
much in it.
axe.
Here we go. Oh, yes, I'll have to remember to not use it as my last get out of booby trap card.
Yeah. Best have. Don't want that disappearing to the astral plane.
What if we just roll?
There was a percent chance something happens.
Did it
Oh,
just
something
happen?
happened.
Pete's sake.
Yeah, so you put the sword in the bag.
Yeah, because that's what. Yeah.
Sword's in the bag.
I gave you the axe.
Oh,
Sword's
axe.
in the bag.
Something
Okay.
happened.
I'm gonna check it's still in there.
Yeah, still in there, it's fine.
It's separating them.
Okay.
Shrug.
He did be separated for.
Yeah, but they've been on the same plane of existence.
We've had them in bags of holding
No,
before.
I've been in the bag for 10
We're messing with
Very
things
briefly.
that-
Well,
Well, I didn't realise anything was
So we'll
happening.
keep it like
Social
this.
Stabber.
All I'm saying is,
It's undead beyond.
Sorcerer took his sword back and I was carrying Sorrowbringer in the dream. Should have swung that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why I couldn't
What?
find it.
Spell
It's subtle spot, only got 1B in it.
Is there anything more than 1B?
Yeah, you put 2 in it.
Oh fuck. Shit, sorry. I'll fix that.
Yeah, it's been like that for like a year plus, it's fine.
No one told me.
We don't know. This could come back to bite us.
This
It
is
might
going
not.
to come back to bite us.
You might not.
So what do I have in my bag?
Yeah,
And down.
Hunger.
Hunger. Okay, I'll add that to my character sheet.
Yeah, I'm gonna, you know, bitch and warm.
Let's
Yes.
stop playing with these swords.
Let's do it tomorrow.
Let's just head back to the manor,
It's
get some
okay.
sleep, and then
Go back to the guys.
yeah, go back to the guys and
We'll teleport there and sleep there.
no, that's a good point. Yeah,
Everything he is sorted.
who's got the helmet on? Well, we need to go get Heris. I think we left her back at the manor.
And
We need to sort out Rrack's daughter first.
Vanadium can look after her for now.
That's a good idea.
Until Clarina gets back to us. Could you explain that to her?
Yeah.
Yeah, back to the man.
Yeah. Let her know that we're trying to find a safe home because we're not exactly safe people.
Make a persuasion check for me.
Is she dragon?
Yes.
It's southern 90 million. I would be 18.
18? Yeah, she seems to like nod along with what you're saying. And just kind of like just takes a step back and kind of gets to know the space.
Okay. I mean, unless you got a preference.
She kind of shrugs. Don't know if she knew Rrack.
I don't think she did when we tried to talk to her.
Yeah, asked.
Have we not? I thought we did.
What didn't we ask?
She didn't know where Dad was.
Oh, I can't talk to her.
So what now?
Teleport back with Heris.
On to
The keep.
keep.
And we did take some stuff.
Associated object.
Who's got it?
Me.
Who's the chain to the helmet?
Somebody.
Do you have a slot?
Oh, achievement. Yeah, I've got an achievement slot.
Yeah, because we got an associated item, it'll be fine.
D100 for me.
What am I being passed first?
Help
Piece
and
of
teleportation.
A rubble piece.
Right, so okay, so I'm going to use helmet teleportation.
Just don't roll less than a 1.
Okay.
Which is pretty much impossible.
16.
Yeah, it's fine. Between 100. You teleport back, and you appear. When you teleport, and we'll wrap up a bit with my friends, so I'll try and speed through this. You appear in the kind of the council room you're in. It's a large broken table, the dark marble floors, the gold statues, etc. all around the place.
All over the place.
There's blood everywhere, still on the table. There's like a splatter going across, and another splatter going somewhere else. But you know, still messy. What now?
Do we rest in here or do we head back down to the secret keep?
Where is everyone?
Oh yeah, where's Reyfron? Find him.
Did you bring
Oh, it's
it
tough.
with you?
No. I mean, it's probably whatever he can set up a mansion, and he probably's just been there.
Did you bring him with you? Yeah.
He
No,
was.
he stayed.
He
He
stayed.
Oh, say he did. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, response to a couple. Yeah, if you let him know, bump out somewhere, I imagine. You all reunite. Heris you brought with. Was it Heris in the come because don't want to be silly. Yeah. What's your plan now? You're all kind of still gathered around the main council room of Kalashtar Keep.
Not today. Should we touch base with everyone and then take a rest? And then-
Probably. We should probably start rebuilding here, so there's actually enough space for people to come.
Yeah. And probably go back for the elections.
Yeah. We'll have to go back in a month's time for the
Yeah.
celebrations.
So, well, there are a few things we can do. We can either have you guys go off and do something else in the meantime while I'm going to rebuild this place, or you can basically spend not downtime but however long you want to spend here trying to build it back up, helping out in the process.
Celban wants to go out and do things, and like he says that your list is very long, and you should do some things on your list.
It's probably a fair point. How long is it going to take Amberon to get any sort of semblance of order here?
You have no idea.
I will ask him.
He has no idea.
I'll ask Talon, ancestor of the Light Brigade. Do they know what actually happened to him?
I believe he fell in combat against Sorcerer.
I'll describe the figure that I saw.
Potentially, there was never any. There's only stories of how they looked, and that is rather similar to what I was told.
I'll explain that. I think he was probably the Sorcerer that we fought.
No, it can't be.
Weird as shit happened.
It wouldn't make sense.
Why not?
He was killed before Sorcerer. He died fighting Sorcerer, crapping the nature.
What do you suggest?
It is possible for a powerful fiendish creature to enter another creature's afterlife momentarily.
Maybe he used him like an energy source.
Perhaps.
He wanted something from him, and he was there when I tuned to both weapons. Well, it might have been Sorcerers for all I know, but he said that he was no longer in the service of the wizards. And he seemed to call himself part of the Light Brigade and Sorcerers.
From what I'm aware, what I know, Sorcerers couldn't have been running like brigade. They fought against each other, notably. I don't know if it had any powers of possession, but even then, Heris was slain during the trapping of Igneous.
There seems to be something in the story that's missing.
Perhaps. I don't know I had a way of finding out.
That's the issue with shit that happened a long time ago. A lot of people just kind of forget it, won't tell the best version of it.
I will see if I can find anything in my mind, but I don't know. This is partly the reason I fight against Akrasiel. Trying to take vengeance on those that slayed my... Well, technically it was... Oh god, I can realize nothing wrong. It wasn't actually Sorcerer that killed the Heris. It was Celban at the time. Now can you get Talon, Mr. Talon? They were trapping Sorcerer in, and Celban was there for a moment and was able to, I believe, impale him with a bullet spike before she fled, believing Sorcerer could hold off the rest, but that's when he was trapped. It's not again timeline long.
He was there.
So many.
Well, he wasn't in the sword.
No, I do not know.
He wasn't connected to the ash.
What ash? Oh, the ash you gave me. I do not know.
Well, he said that our eyes would rise when the darkness falls.
John shrugs.
Seemed very confused about the details.
It is possible for creatures like that to... Because you did something with his soul and disconnected from the abyss, correct?
Yeah, it was more of the fact that he would fuck off after it.
It is possible that with his soul disconnecting, any strong powers he had to the abyss, to Canis and the abyss, faded. And there's also the recycling of souls. A deity or powerful individual can recycle them for your soul to potentially give a boost to an ally or to try and reform it to something else.
For all I know, we might have freed your ancestor. Seems to be the way.
I must look into this. If Heris was not actually slain but only trapped, then perhaps there is an answer somewhere.
I don't know, I feel like I did something positive.
I'm sure we'll find out.
You don't like it.
Yeah, it's not my style.
I will think on this and see what is best to do. But for now, I believe we have something to take care of.
You need to decide that.
Well, let us decide. They get back next week.
Yeah. And start next week, Karo is going to use the book on Legend Lore Heritage.
Okay.
They should get on it.
We'll do that now, very quickly. In fact, I will just send you the link because it'll basically be Karo reading it and you can share it. I will remind me to send you that at some point. But yeah, save me trying to do it stuff. Yeah, we're up there. Let me know what you guys want to do. If you want to head off and do something, or if you want to stay here and help.
The only other thing that I could think is trying to deal with my dad in a month.
Yeah. Well, we'll decide that soon, whenever we stop recording. We're not recording. Oh my god, I'm ready. Sorry. Anyway, we will finish off there, and we will come back next week with these guys having a plan on what they want to do. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next time when we are sit down rolling. Bye.
Bye.